Right, we should be good, we should be live, I believe we are. Hello all, and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. We are here for some Bundesliga action. It's derby day in Munich. Well, actually in Dortmund, aren't we, of course, for today's game. Munich really rolled off the tongue nicely, but we're in Dortmund today for the Klassiker. What a game it should be. But yeah, very excited for it. Of course, we watched Bundesliga action last Friday. We watched the Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen game. Now we're here for the Klassiker. Should be an even better match. Of course, run by Harry again.
Very much so.
Obviously, Bayer Leverkusen not performing very well recently. Dortmund, on the other hand, were ahead of Bayern until last weekend in the league. So they lost to Cologne and Bayern beat Leverkusen, and now it's all changed.
An absolute cracker of a game for the first time in a very long time. Both teams, both rivals, look very competitive in the league, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a one-horse race for Bayern Munich.
No,
A loss today puts them in a very, very tricky situation. A win today puts them right back up in their contention.
Yeah. So, of course, if we look at the table this weekend, Werder Bremen beat Hoffenheim yesterday, which is big result. That puts Werder into the top four. They were relegated 2 years ago. They came up last season. They're fourth in the Bundesliga. That is absolutely stunning. That they will drop today if Borussia Dortmund win, and it's not by a 14-goal margin. 11-goal margin. So, because they're level on points with Bayern, Werder and Dortmund are level on points. So Werder need Bayern to win to stay fourth, or Dortmund to win and Bayern to drop 11 goal difference.
Alright.
So that they stay top four. But yeah, so quite the ask.
It does but it'd be
Freiburg
really,
and Berlin still to play this weekend, of course.
really interesting how the game is going to go.
Yeah.
I think it's all to play for. It's still
Certainly is.
Obviously, how many games are we in? We're only 8 games in, and to have what do they call it? The Klassiker.
The Klassiker.
To have the Klassiker, only as being the 9th game of the season is massive. So early on, and it could be a massive turning point in the season. So I'm very interested to see what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, some pretty interesting lineups. I feel like we should just get into them because there's a big call for Borussia Dortmund here. It's a very interesting one. I want to get your thoughts on it. So we're going to start by getting into those lineups. Well, they've not. But that Dortmund team is, of course, Alexander Meyer, the 31-year-old, in between the sticks. It's Sula right back, Guerrero left back, Captain Hummels and Schlotterbeck line up as your centre halves. They then play a 3 midfield of Salih Özcan, Emre Can and Jude Bellingham. Has to be in the team, pivotal for how they play. Julian Brandt on the right, Donyell Malen on the left, Youssoufa Moukoko leads the line. It's pretty big. Now Adeyemi. Marco Reus out injured. Thank God we don't have to watch any more Anthony Modeste.
That Man City game, genuinely had enough.
I feel like this Dortmund team are missing their injured players a lot though. If they have Reina, Bino Gittins, Reus, I'm not too asked about Dahoud Murray, Allaire as well, of course, he's out till at least February. But yeah, there's some big omissions, and it's still a very strong Dortmund side. Bellingham's obviously the big name there. But they have to pick themselves up, Dortmund. They lost to Cologne this time last week, but they have to beat Dortmund. They have to beat Bayern today if they want to fight for the league, realistically. Speaking of which, shall we get into that Bayern side? Of course, travelling away from home today, but it's Captain Neuer in goal. A back four of Pavard, Upamecano, De Ligt and Davies. It sounds scary just saying it. It's then a pivot of Sabitzer and Goretzka. Kimmich, of course, ruled out of this game because he's tested positive for COVID. So that's quite an interesting one there.
That is a big miss.
Sane on the right, Mane on the left, Musiala in attacking mid and Gnabry up front. I imagine that's going to be Mane up front, Gnabry on the right, Sane on the left.
Yeah.
Not whatever football have it down as, but it's such a good attack. And their danger man, Jamal Musiala. It's the battle of the 19-year-olds today, isn't it?
Very much
Musiala
so.
against Bellingham, Jude versus Jamal. Should be a good battle. Be intriguing to see how the British exports do.
Yeah, I think it's maybe. Do I dare say, could this be one of the best Klassikers we've seen in recent years?
I really want to say it is, but I feel like this could still just be like 5-1 Bayern. Like it has been in recent years.
Was it last year or 2 years ago at the Signal Iduna Park? Was 3-2 Bayern. That was actually a cracking game. Obviously, where Robert Lewandowski got the winner in the end.
3-2 was in December last year. Most recently, though, Bayern beat Dortmund 3-1. So last season, 2 defeats for Dortmund into Klassikers.
They've lost quite a few.
There'll be hope. Yeah, I know.
And I think this is probably one of the best chances to.
Well, yeah, in terms of form, in the Bundesliga this season, they've won a game more than Bayern Munich, but then they've lost 2 more, which is how they're level on points. So, not great, but in terms of goals per match, Bayern are double them. In terms of conceded per match, they're half them. So, Bayern outperforming them at the moment. They've just somehow got unfortunate, I guess you could say.
Hard to judge in Europe.
More clean sheets for Dortmund, though.
Hard to judge in Europe, because obviously Dortmund have got a tough... Bayern have also got Barca and Inter. So
Dortmund have got quite an easy group, I'd say. Other than City, Copenhagen.
They've won the other games.
But Bayern, you could say it's hard, but they've won it already.
I think we can also say that Dortmund looked really good against Man City. And obviously we're out with Dest up front and maybe some other players there elsewhere, might be alright.
Well, we haven't checked chat, but welcome to the stream, XZ. Hello, sorry for being late. It's absolutely fine. There's now 7 minutes past. So you must have joined within 5 minutes of the stream starting. Haaland missed 2 open goals and scored a tap-in. Goes to show Pep was right. What quote is that? Pep said Haaland has so many goals not because of his quality, but because of the system around him. Yeah, I don't know. I think his goals are definitely increased because of the system around him. When you look at Dortmund, he's scoring a similar output, and the league isn't the same. Is of a better quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's definitely due to the system, but Haaland's still a ridiculously good player. There's no saying. I wouldn't discredit his form because the team's good. This could be the best of Klassiker in years. No Haaland nor Lewell, mate.
I think that makes it better. Yeah. It's not just the Haaland and Lewandowski show. It's actually 2 teams of 11 who are actually going to play each other.
Exactly.
It's not last year, which is who's
going to score more. It was can Haaland carry Bayern, or will Bayern carry Dortmund, or will Bayern be too good? And will Lewell just get a goal?
Whereas I think Dortmund overall as a team look better. I think Moukoko is still a phenomenal striker. If anything, I think Bayern are missing Lewell more than Dortmund are missing Haaland, and that is a statement. That is a big statement, but I do think it's true.
The difference is Dortmund didn't have Haaland for half of last season, so they're used to playing without Haaland. And if you think about that, that was a terrible challenge. Watching this QPR Reading highlights on, but that's
3 penalty shouts given.
What was I going to say? Something about Dortmund.
Yeah. Dortmund used to play without Haaland.
Well, they've found goals from elsewhere, and Bayern have done the same. It's just that people, because they're not rolling teams over 5-0 every week, people are surprised. But Musiala's definitely stepped up this year.
Where I'll say the majority of Dortmund's goals come from. Marco Reus. Injured. That's a big miss for Dortmund. A huge miss on.
Even if it's not directly, he does contribute in.
The other man, Jude Bellingham.
He's been absolutely superb this season.
He will have. He's got a big sale on today's game. If he can get on the ball and help his teammates out and provide that bit of quality that Dortmund need, that could change his game.
He took the captain's armband last Saturday, didn't he, Jude?
Yeah.
I know they lost, but
and
big moment for the 19-year-old.
He was a major part of their performance against City. Obviously, they lost that game in the end, but they still played really, really well. So, I mean, speaking of City, just to cover a bit of Premier League, obviously they pummeled Southampton 4-0.
They did.
Chelsea beat Wolves 3-0 with Armando Broja getting his first goal in Chelsea colours.
Also, XHeads mentioned that Haaland only got a 6.6 match rating. I don't know where you get your ratings from, but FootMob gave him an 8.1. So
ratings are hard to judge because due to different apps, they give different ratings out. Where was I? Rounding up scores. Who else has played? Newcastle beat Brentford 5-1 and Bournemouth beat Leicester 2-1. Is that all of them?
That is all the games. And of course, kicking off the same time as Bayern Dortmund is the Brighton-Tottenham game. We'll keep an eye on that one.
And Milan-Juventus kicked off at 5 and it's still 0-0 after 11 minutes.
Yeah, 10-11 played there.
Today was not his day. Goal redeemed, just 2 open goal misses. Yeah, but that's the difference though. Haaland, on an off day... Scores a goal.
Scored his 15th
on a good day. He scores 5.
15th of the season and 20 in total for Manchester City. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is
I don't think Kai Havertz is at 20 overall yet.
I mean, he scored today.
He did. Big moment. I love Kai Havertz, but yeah.
I do. But yeah, Premier League, so sort of Brighton Tottenham is a big game. Milan Juventus is a big game in Serie A, and we've still got a big game tonight in the Bundesliga. Yeah. All the big games
quite interestingly
the
for
top leagues.
For the game tonight. 7 votes in the poll and chat so far. I imagine this will change, but 57% backing the home side Dortmund.
Wow.
I think home advantage will have a big say tonight.
Yeah.
We've been to the Signal Iduna Park. The atmosphere was absolutely insane.
It is phenomenal.
It can have a big effect. 29% then going for Bayern Munich, 14% opting for a draw.
Who's refereeing? Just in case it's the European refs that we've known before.
It is Dennis Aitken.
No, it's not. Okay.
It's not.
Bundesliga refs are usually good. Any VAR calls will be quick and snappy.
I don't think he's English, so he's probably going to be quite good.
As long as he's not English.
Yeah, as long as they don't reside or have resided at any point in their life in the British Isles, they can be a good
refereed. That's how refereed in England. But yes, should be an absolute cracker in the store. Did you say that Berlin and Freiburg haven't played yet?
So yeah, Union Berlin and Freiburg haven't played. I will check who they've got quickly. Berlin play fixtures. Berlin play Stuttgart tomorrow. That should be a win, right?
Yeah.
If we look at the table. Look at the table. Stuttgart are down in 17th. Should be a comfy win.
Yeah.
Should be a very comfy win. Freiburg play Hertha, who are 15th in the league. Obviously in an 18-team league, 15th, 17th. The top two sides should be winning their games. But equally, you never know, do you?
No.
Freiburg, obviously, won of the week. Did watch that game.
Yeah.
Beat FC Nantes. Things we hate to see, but they did look good. They did look really good. And that was against a good Nantes side, or a relatively good Nantes side. They should absolutely roll over Hertha. And then, Union performing really well should be beating Stuttgart.
You're right. Also, Xabi Alonso winning his first game as Leverkusen manager 4-0. They look very good.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
I think Xabi Alonso could turn their season around.
He's a good young coach, Alonso.
Very much.
Because
so.
he fits the profile of ex-Premier League, played in central midfield. He was very good at football.
Usually those managers are very, very good.
Yeah.
Ex-centre midfielders.
Interesting why, midfielders tend to... I guess they've...
Steven Guardiola.
Yeah, but I don't picture... Like, if you think about players now that could go on to be managers, I probably think maybe Rodri, Busquets, those kind of players. I don't think Haaland.
Yeah.
I don't think Ronaldo. I don't think Messi. I don't even think defenders.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine Thiago Silva as a manager.
I mean, John Terry, as manager, didn't go great.
But I could imagine Jorginho.
It's the reason defenders don't manage.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. Why do we see such a high percentage of midfielders compared to other positions?
I don't know.
If anyone knows, put it in the comments or put it in the stream chat. By the way, FC Volendam 2, Ajax 3. What a cracker!
Wow.
Over there. Considering how dominant Ajax are, or at least how good they are, they're top of the league, 2 points ahead of AZ Alkmaar. Though actually, Alkmaar were top of the league before this game. FC Volendam bottom though.
Oh dear. Alex said, who think
nick a goal.
Juve and Milan? I think Milan. Juve look all over the place at the moment.
I would agree.
And I'd be very
Even
surprised
against
if Milan
Maccabi
don't win
Haifa,
that. Yeah, I was going to say.
Juve didn't look convincing.
I expect Milan to win that.
Allegri's won 14 games against Pioli, who's never won against Allegri.
I don't think that's going to matter. Allegri's been shit. Everyone wants Allegri out.
Yeah.
So...
Could this be the chance for him to redeem himself, though, and turn his season around? Potentially so. We've got 15 minutes now to kick off. We'll get into predictions in about 5. Is there anything you think we should touch on in the remaining 5 minutes before we get into some predictions?
I mean, I guess the actual game we're talking about. Also, we've talked about the fact that, Jude Bellingham is going to be a big player today. We've talked about that Marco Reus is going to be missed.
Yeah.
I think Bayern, obviously struggling at the moment, struggling a bit without Lewandowski up front. Mane hasn't brought the goals they've needed. They've more found their goals from the wide players of Sané and
Musiala in that attacking mid-roll. Different gravy. Do you think that Kimmich is a big miss today? Or do you think Bayern will be fine?
Who's playing midfielder, sorry?
So it's Sabitzer and Goretzka.
I think that's a
I rate them both very highly.
Oh, yeah.
But I look at how Joshua Kimmich controls the midfield in there. And I feel like they will be missing a lot Bayern today.
Yeah.
Kimmich, we know he's a very, very talented player. They definitely, I would argue, missed him in the midweek.
Dortmund already have the home advantage. Dortmund already have, and so any little bits Kimmich not being there for Dortmund, that's another thing that goes in their favour.
Yeah.
And that's why it's starting to, really count up towards giving Dortmund a massive advantage.
Yeah, but Bayern obviously have quite the high goal average though. 17, plus 17. My fear is they win today and Berlin and Freiburg slip up somehow and instantly Bayern top the league. And then at that point, it doesn't look as interesting. On the flip side, if Freiburg and Berlin win, if Dortmund win today as well,
yeah,
then that's quite a different story. We're looking at Bayern being 3 points behind Dortmund. We're looking at Bayern being at 5 points behind Berlin and Freiburg. It's interesting, isn't it? It's very, very interesting.
That's why I think this game's massive. This game's massive for how the season could turn out.
Yeah. Bayern beat Leverkusen 4-0, but Leverkusen were rubbish in that game. Like Man City, Man United, the result was less City being good and more United being a poor day.
Did Paul Lambert win the Champions League with Dortmund in 1997?
I didn't know that either.
Also, Sky have actually they've gone big for this one. They've put studio, they've got puns on. Why they've gone Paul Lambert though?
Because he won the Champions League with Dortmund in 1997.
I guess that's the only bloke they could find.
And then they've got
any relation.
The only person in the UK who's ever watched German football on the right. He's been on all the BT stuff last season.
We're going to find out who he is.
I believe is it? No, it's not Raphael Honigstein. What's his name? Well, I mean, we'll find out in a moment. But then you've got the guy who hosts Saturday Social.
He's got a haircut.
Yeah, does it with Joe Tomlinson.
It is
Raphael Honigstein. Oh, that's right. Come on.
Reporter for Sky Deutschland. So yes, the only bloke who's ever watched German football.
Exactly.
To provide any insight on today.
Surprisingly, on BT they didn't call him reporter for Sky Deutschland.
Let's call him.
Dortmund Bayern predictions. We're 2 minutes away. Should we get into them now then?
Not 2 minutes.
Quick.
12 minutes away.
2 minutes away from where you should do predictions. 12 minutes.
I was going to say, shall we do Brighton Tottenham first?
Oh yeah, sure. Quickly though, the polling chat's saying 67% Dortmund, 22% Bayern, 11% draw. I don't know whether that's a lot of hopeful people or whether people genuinely are behind Dortmund.
Do you want to do FPL before we get to predictions?
Oh, I will go quickly. I'll have a quick cheeky gander.
I'll have a look as well.
I'm on 44 points.
I'm not on 44 points.
Unfortunately, I lost points with Madison at the end there because he picked up a yellow card, and of course they conceded goals, so he got his clean sheet point taken away. Sad times. Overall, though, 44 points is strong. 15 from Cancelo, 12 from Haaland, 8 from Solanke, 1 from Madison, 1 from James, 5 from Trippier, 2 from Pope. The only player I've got left to play tonight is Leandro Trossard.
One thing I am interested in is how Moukoko does today.
Yeah.
Up against Upamecano and De Ligt. 2 very good centre halves, a very young player, but we know he's very talented, very quick, and a good finisher. I'm really interested to see how he does. My FPL team on
26 points. You got anyone left to play today?
I've got Harry Kane, and Perisic will get subbed in if he gets an appearance off the bench.
Interesting.
But I have got Philip Billing to be subbed in on 7.
All right.
Because I had Sterling, Chilwell, and Zamora who didn't play.
Should we get into predictions then? For Brighton versus Tottenham. What did we say? I can't remember what I said on the Premier League predictions.
I'm going to 1-0.
Okay.
Tottenham goal for Harry Kane, Brighton goal from Danny Welbeck.
I'm going to go 5-1 Tottenham.
There you go.
Just, I have a feeling they're going to roll them over.
Yeah.
People are like, oh yeah, Brighton have been playing really well. I love that Brighton are playing really well. It's good to see. And in all honesty, I think they will win tonight. But my prediction is going to be 5-1. Yeah. Because I feel like it's one of those games where it's like, everyone's going, you know what, Brighton are going to win it, aren't they? And then it's going to be like, oh.
Sky doing a big thing on the teenage sensations on Bellingham and Musiala. I didn't realise that Jude Bellingham was the 4th youngest player to score 5 Champions League goals after Mbappe, Haaland and Raul. That's not a bad list to be a part of.
Certainly not, no.
And the other thing, obviously, Bellingham, the only Dortmund player to start every single game this season. That's how key he's been. That is how influential he's been.
Yeah.
He is massive for the... What are they called? What's the nickname?
Don't know.
Massive for Dortmund.
Yeah, massive for Dortmund. Certainly is. And yeah. But yeah, predictions then for Dortmund versus Bayern.
It's going to be a tough one. I think Dortmund at home is going to help them. Whether it'll help them to win, I don't know. I could see a draw from this, and then Berlin and Freiburg win. Suddenly they're laughing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-2.
That was a prediction I have in my head. But you know what I'm going to go for? I'm going to go 3-0 Bayern.
Wow.
In the hope that I'm either right, and then it's like, well, smashed it.
Yeah.
Or I'm wrong, in which case everyone else is happy. Everyone in the world is happy now. Bayern didn't win. So yeah, that's my prediction. Hopefully I'm either right or I've jinxed it. So things we love to see. Yeah, X said in my FPL team has 29 points. Cancelo saved so far. I have Harry Kane as well. I took a -8 to get James Zaha and Kane.
Horrifically so far, Reece James.
Yeah, but I mean you can definitely recover that. Depends who they've took out. They're going Dortmund 4-3.
But probably by a 4-2 win.
Yeah.
I mean 4-2 is still an absolute crap.
By the way, a lot of goals, a massive game you're predicting.
I'm only going to say 2-2. I'm going to go Dortmund goals from Bellingham.
I've got 2 goals.
Bellingham and Guerrero. And then Bayern goals from Musiala and Sabitzer.
I'm going to go for my 3 goals. Musiala. Trying to think of not anyone other than Sabitzer. I'll go Musiala, Sane.
Fair enough.
Comfy 3-0 win.
Fair enough.
Things we don't want to see, but I either jinx it or I'm right. So that's what we love to see. Yeah, 7 minutes till kick off. Anything else before this big game?
Sky just talking about we're replacing Lewandowski.
We were mentioning it earlier. 5 from Musiala in the Bundesliga, 4 from Mane, 3 from Sane. It's not Lewandowski numbers, obviously, but by sharing the load, they are getting a similar sort of output as a team still.
X said that is a gamble.
Yeah, Walker injuries is a good one, but
Salah taking out Salah. So obviously Tony scoring today. If Kane blanks, you've had a bear there.
Yeah, and if Zaha blanks as well, and Salah, that's madness.
Yeah, you then had a double man. But yes, I'm looking forward to today. I think this could obviously decide. Well, not fully decide, but a massive turning point in the Bundesliga season. So it's kind of like whoever wins, and it's. I think if you're Union Berlin or Freiburg, you're hoping for a draw, and with anything, you're hoping for a Dortmund win, because they'll look at it and go, "There's more chance of us beating Dortmund than Bayern."
Yeah.
Obviously, Bayern have the potential to slip up as well. So
I think Freiburg and Union fans will be hoping Dortmund win tonight. Yeah. And then they'll be confident their team wins tomorrow.
I think
because the further Bayern are away, the more chance anyone else has of winning.
I think the majority of football fans, Bundesliga fans, wherever those fans are, I think the majority of them will hoping Dortmund win tonight just to make the title fight interesting. Because if Bayern win tonight, they do go top. Whether that's Union Berlin, obviously whether that's for tonight, or if Union Berlin and Freiburg slip up, then they're done. But we want to scan the QR code to get access to the tactical feed.
Quite interesting,
they're going all out, aren't they, on this? What could be a massive night for German football.
I hope it is. I hope it's a really good game regardless. Obviously, we want to see Dortmund win. We want to see Bayern slip up, but I hope it's a good game regardless. Whatever happens in it.
Whatever will be.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good game for us to commentate over, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Not seeing all the regulars tonight, though.
I was say,
whether they're not asked by Bundesliga or whether everyone's busy.
Hey, just how's like Gary? They're all, where are you all?
Hopefully we'll see some of the regulars.
Any new people?
Yeah, of course, make sure to get involved.
As well. The tweet's gone out.
Yeah, they should have. I will check.
Just something you can check, I don't know. Just have a little of a...
Whether I put them out to the wrong day. No, definitely have gone out.
Right.
But yeah.
That's good.
Kane's second highest scorer, After Blanket versus Southampton, he's picked up form.
I mean, I'm hoping Kane
since that 2-2 draw with Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, 2-2 draw, but we don't talk about that anymore.
Very lucky, Harry Kane. Very, very lucky.
Certainly is.
For 4 minutes of kick-off, I'm a bit worried why Sky's still showing adverts. They aren't anymore.
Right. I was going to say they're not cut back.
Intro.
So the action.
Football as it's meant to be. And Alan's
back to the studio.
I'm glad. I want to see the commentators are. They've got proper Sky commentators, or whether they've just gone for they can find. But look at that stadium.
Like when you put on the red button and you found yourself Luton Plymouth.
And it's like just one bloke by himself. But boy, what a stadium it is. Sing Laduna Park is a phenomenal atmosphere. That yellow wall is amazing. It looks amazing on camera. It's even better in real life. And they've got
Bundesliga graphics. Come on. We'll read out the lineups because they've got them. It's, of course, Alex Meyer between the sticks for Dortmund tonight, replacing the injured Gregor Kobel. Back four of Süle at right back, Hummels and Schlotterbeck as your back two, and Guerrero at left back. Chan will hold up the midfield, playing in that DM role. Bellingham and Ozcan, your centre midfielders, who will push on a little more. Then it's a front three of Brandt, Mukoko and Marlon. Either it could be a diamond with Brandt, or it could be Brandt one wing, Marlon the other. Looks like a diamond.
Although my guess would probably be Brandt one wing.
Then we look at that section of the Bayern support, and they have brought some brilliant tifos to the match tonight. You are the... don't know what. The rest is... Neuer is, of course, the man between the sticks for Bayern Munich. Then it is a back four of Pavard, of Meccano, De Ligt and Davies. A pivot of Sabitzer and Goretzka. Musiala, of course, in that second mid role, where he's flourished so far this season. Mane leads the line. Sane on the left, Gnabry on the right, or some kind of configuration going forward like that. Ryan, tune up to the stream. High full stop. Classic high full stop. Great to see you, Ryan. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Mane playing left wing, Noggsman is dumb. He's more of a centre forward. I don't know. I don't know if that is the lineup, whether the Bundesliga graphics have got it wrong, or football's got it wrong, but that seems to be the way it is. But Mane on the left is not done.
Well, I love how they do this.
Mane, that's where he's best for Liverpool, I'd say, on the left. And Gnabry for the middle isn't the best, but I can't understand why they didn't buy a level replacement. I get Mane was supposed to be that, but he's not a striker. He played there for Liverpool in the last season, but he's not a striker. Let's be honest.
I love how they walk round to the other side of the tunnel. And it's very different to the Premier League. But yeah, absolute cracking atmosphere already. You can see the Bayern away support. It looks phenomenal. But also the Dortmund home support all the way around the stadium also looks very good. And obviously impact off the bench could be massive. Say we've got half an hour, 20 minutes to go. I look at Adeyemi.
Less in the case of Dortmund. Yeah, Adeyemi's good, but Torgan Hazard's all right. Modeste is not great.
Marius Wolf.
It's just a poor bench for Dortmund. That's what worries me.
Yeah.
And as for Bayern, you look at their depth. Koeman, Choupo-Moting, Gravenberch, Tell, Kimmich returns to the bench. So obviously he hasn't got COVID anymore, but he did, of course, in the midweek. So didn't train, didn't play much. Makes sense that he's rested.
Not too many options, but there's a couple more options for Bayern than there is Dortmund.
How are you doing today? Well, Ryan, it's been a mixed day. Very good start with the Japanese Grand Prix qualifying of the Formula 1. Max Verstappen obviously taking pole there. And then, Chelsea winning. Positives as well. But very mixed. And now we are moments away from kick-off here.
It's always a tough thing. It's always a tough game to ref this one, so I'll be interested to see how the referee does tonight.
I hope they don't over-ref.
I was going to say,
let
it play out. Let's just see as much football as we can. We don't want to stop-start rubbish. Yes, cameras focusing on Mane, Sané, and then Bellingham and Moukoko. There is Julian.
I'll be intrigued by Moukoko today. I'm really hoping he can perform well, but yeah. Do you think Newcastle will get European football after comprehensive 4-1 and 5-1 wins against Fulham and Brentford?
I think Brentford.
They're good results against not great teams, at the moment at least. But some big teams can't beat Fulham or Brentford. Yes, but I don't know. I don't think Newcastle will get European football because of that, because of those two games.
Maybe.
I think they could get European football just as a general thing, potentially. But will be interesting to see. Anyway, we are about to kick off here. Turn up the mic again, please.
Sugar.
Is it too quiet? Oh, by the way, we're underway. They've just started. I didn't realise the mic was quiet.
I don't really know what you're on about. I can't go any louder, really, without it breaking, telling me that it's too quiet. I don't really know. Can you not turn it up anymore?
Well, we didn't have the limiter thing on the other night.
It isn't a limiter thing.
Okay.
Just turn it down.
But yeah. Sorry, it was quiet. I don't know why. It's been fine.
It was the
this
same
year.
volume that it was on the last.
And then it got changed on Tuesday night when Harry wasn't here, and since then people complained it's too quiet.
Well, nothing. No, but
And you changed it back.
It was fine on Wednesday. Wasn't
Anyway, Alphonso Davies against Brandt. The behind hold it is Mane. Mane drives inside, tries to play off, but can't. Brandt. Lovely little 1-2 with Moukoko, but they've lost the ball now. It is out of play though. Davies runs it off. Dortmund throwing, but already Bayern looking dangerous bringing that ball forwards.
Yeah, nothing's changed from Wednesday night, so I don't really know because Wednesday night was fine.
Well, Wednesday night people are what the
Well, no, and they were
what it
fine,
turned up.
weren't they? Once I turned it up.
I don't know then. You turned up last time and it was a lot better.
That's what I'm saying. Last time that was Wednesday night.
Oh, that's a foul. Is that... Who got dragged to the floor there?
I thought the ref was going to book him, but it's not.
Dortmund's 21.
It's
Daniel
It's a
Mane.
yellow. Early yellow for Savitzer.
Yeah,
Minute
Savitzer
and a half in.
dragged him to the ground there. It seemed unnecessary.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's not what you want to do early into...
Marlon, a very meaty challenge from Marcel Savitzer. A yellow card now.
I get the whole let them know you're there early whole thing in the derby. But
I mean, already on a yellow.
he's let him know it's there,
the
and
yellow
then
is the red.
And then some.
11 votes, by the way, in the poll and chat. 64% Dortmund, 27% Bayern, and 9% opting for a draw. God,
Right,
still
ball
love
in.
that
Good
Dortmund
ball
shirt.
in. Headed away.
Guerrero.
See if it's
That's a
in.
good delivery.
No,
No,
it's
it's not. Looked like it was going to be a good one when he
Good
put
one.
it in, but
Yeah.
yeah. Landed well over the
No,
goal.
it's because that's a lovely goalkeeper shirt.
It's,
Patterns on it.
it's just a template, mate. There's about 5 that look the same, just different colours.
What was that pattern, mate?
Yeah. I swear the City one. Not the City, I can't remember who.
Right, yeah,
Because they aren't Puma, are they,
there's
Bayern?
City, now it's Dortmund with me.
Can't remember. There's other teams with the same goalkeeper kit, though.
That's a lovely Dortmund shirt.
I don't like the Bayern one, though. Why the lines have to be different thickness?
Yeah. Bayern fans are jumping up and down, making an atmosphere.
Savitzer back
Borussia
to of
crowd look very
Meccano.
quiet, but full line and if we screaming.
Meccano plays it into Musiala. He tries to turn, goes out wide. Coming forward, Mane tries to put it back, but can't. Oh, sorry, that was Gnabry. Marlon drives it forward. It's cut out by Sane. Dortmund just can't really get going. They try and play a few passes, but yeah. Do you play score match game on phone? No, I don't. Sorry, Triple H. If Dortmund lose today, it'll be their worst run against Bayern ever. It's quite the statistic, that. Davies tries to find Goretzka. Goretzka lets it go. It's out of play for a Dortmund throw. But yeah, early signs. Dortmund really trying to play out against Bayern, and Bayern dominant so far. Here's Sula. I feel like him at right back's a little bit of a liability, but I'd argue Meunier there is more of a liability.
Very true.
So, yeah. And Hummel's obviously back in the side now. Sula gave it away, but then wins it back. And it's offside. Bayern Munich offside.
4 minutes, we've seen a yellow card. I mean, I'm
Schlotterbeck.
not surprised.
Bring it out of the back.
Great centre half.
Yeah.
I want to
Hummels.
a bit slow there, and he's put.
They're doing well to play out the
I didn't think
very
I didn't know where he was
high
going to go. I thought he was going to go back
Bayern Munich press.
Win
That was a sloppy
probability doesn't
pass.
add up.
A draw
I
as well.
think put draw on there for some reason. Because it doesn't fit in the gap they've got.
Yeah.
It's close though. It's close.
Yeah, 34% Dortmund, 44% Bayern.
And then the rest of the percent draw.
Yeah, the 12%, right?
Yeah. About that's something around there. Musiala on the turn, no foul there. It's good work from Chan.
Schlotterbeck gets it absolutely thumped up the
That's what
pitch.
Makoto's got to do. That's really good. And he plays a 1-2 with Bellingham. He's got the ball back.
Moukoko. Oh, he's done well there just to switch.
He's got the
Here's
beat with Meccano and Gillette
Meccano.
today.
And then Alphonso Davies heads it out, but Dortmund with a
Brandt
throw in
made
a
the wrong
very
move there.
high area.
Brandt came in to try and get the header out
Yeah.
from Davies, but Davies headed it away rather than out. Dortmund throw though, and yeah, it looks like early on, looks like
Sula.
Moukoko could have the beating of these centre halves.
Finds Bellingham round the corner to Hummels. Here is Schlotterbeck. He tries to play it forward, but it's well over
He's
here.
owned out his body and gone left to Guerrero.
Big up Jack and Harry. Big win today up the Chelsea. Welcome Chelsea fan onto the stream.
Yeah, good win for Chelsea today. Needed it.
Solid performance. And Armando Broja first goal. Things we love to see.
A lot of key players. He resting a lot of key players.
It's very strong performance.
No Chilwell, no Reece, no Sterling, no Orba. A lot of good to see.
Pulisic
the rest of the side we could do all right.
Anyway, Bayern now bringing it forward. Here is Gnabry. He slots in Mane. Mane against Chan and Sula. Sula wins it back. Good challenge. And then Chan thinks it forward. Bellingham brings it down very well. And he tries to think over the top to Marlon. He tries to flick it onto Moukoko. But Moukoko can't get there and it's sent back by Pavard.
He forced the ball back to Neuer.
And because he can actually run, rather than Modeste just standing there watching football, it helps him. Diego Costa got a standing ovation. Yeah, that was beautiful to see.
Loved it. He's an absolute legend in the blue shirt. I loved him.
With Meccano. Goes to Pavard. Brings it inside. Tries a cheeky little pass, but it hasn't come off. And now Bellingham. Looking for options forward. He is brought down, but it's not a foul in the view of the referee.
Yeah, I think he got on right.
Milan Juve, by the way, still 0-0. 30 minutes played there.
I was saying Brighton, Tottenham is still Brighton. Yeah,
after
Brighton,
8
Tottenham.
minutes.
Still in there, after say 8 minutes, 7 minutes.
Brandt, Bellingham.
Bellingham's always done
Plays
over
to
a
Chan. Ozcan. Marlon. Wider to Guerrero. This is really good from Dortmund, to be fair. Here is Ozcan, slots in Bellingham. Big challenge from Delph Meccano.
Strong first.
Dortmund's trying to
Dortmund, yeah.
pick some passes together. It's looking decent so far, but nothing really dangerous.
Need to test Neuer. Test him early.
Yeah.
Let him know.
They've got to create some chances first, and then they can start testing Neuer. But yeah, there's some positive signs so far from Dortmund. Hummels now goes across to Schlotterbeck. He goes wider to Guerrero. Guerrero struggles to bring it under control, but does manage it in the end. Schlotterbeck to Hummels. Mats Hummels. Time on the ball. Here is Schlotterbeck, though. Back to Meyer in between the sticks. He takes a touch and then plays it long. Who can he find? Ozcan tries to flick it on, but Meccano gets there first.
Good. They can find that flick.
Bayern try go all the way back to Neuer, and he just plays it into the path of De Ligt. It's very much Dortmund trying to just force that ball forward at times. They're running out of options, and this Bayern defence is so regimented. That was a good challenge from Brandt. Sula goes to Emre Can, tries to find Brandt, but the pass is just not good enough.
I do think Alphonso Davies is overrated.
I don't know.
Just because he's quick and he plays FIFA. And he's good.
I think people really like him, but I don't think he's that highly rated. I think people who play FIFA, overrate him, but
I think it's also
they overrate everyone.
Not many people watch the Bundesliga. So some people do just judge their opinion of him because on FIFA and they see him streaming on Twitch. So I'm not saying he's still a fantastic.
And because you see that there's occasional stats of he's run really bloody fast.
He's ran the quickest in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Or he's ran the quickest in the world.
Plays it into Mane. Mane gets dispossessed by Schlotterbeck though. No, Bellingham's brought down, but advantage waved on as Marlon brings it forward.
Still down.
Brandon Moukoko up there. That's a big challenge from Pavard and stopped Marlon breaking.
Pull it back. Bellingham's still down, I think.
Savitzer.
No, he's not. He's back out.
Goretzka.
Right. But that would be a yellow.
Davies.
I'm guessing that would be a yellow card for Goretzka.
Tries to find Gnabry. Gnabry flicks it onto Mane. Good challenge from Hummels, but they've not won the ball back.
That's good.
Sula does then win it back, and Bellingham does well to bring it under his control. Slots it into the path of Brandt. Brandt tries to play to Moukoko, but it's gone to Meccano. Then Dortmund win it back, and now they can bring it forwards. Chan bursts into space. Tries to play through Marlon, but it's a terrible pass again. De Ligt under pressure from Moukoko. Moukoko is so energetic.
And I thought he forced
I love it.
Off there.
Sane plays. No, they're both off. Both offside anyway, but here's Alex Meyer. You almost got 1k, yeah. Chelsea fan. It's slowly ticking up. We're on 924 right now. Don't think it's gone up. I will just check it. Yeah, 924. So appreciate it, everyone that has subscribed, and Approaching that 1K now. 76 to go. It's
not far. Not
feels
far.
so close.
Yeah.
Of course, if you are new around here and haven't hit subscribe, please make sure to do so. It helps us out massively.
I think ref is going to go back and book. Yeah, he's booked.
Matthias de Ligt. De Ligt's picked
That's
up a
now
yellow.
2 yellow cards inside 10 minutes for Bayern.
Bayern players need to be
We've
careful.
got a referee who's very card happy.
Well, they've both been yellow card offences.
But what I'm saying is that that's very good.
They're not letting them get away with anything
Could we see
stupid.
red cards? Could we see, people getting sent off and changing this game?
But we're not yet. 11 minutes in, 2 yellows.
Because at the moment we're actually one every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That will be
Bayern will definitely get someone sent off then.
15 yellow cards at this rate.
So yeah, at least 2 yellowed. 2 redded, sorry. And then everyone else picking up a yellow. No, 3 redded. Or something like that. Even though I think you'd have too many. But yeah. So let's hope they don't keep up the level of yellow cards.
Oh, that's a well recovered from Oscan. That's really good from...
No, it's a nice little flick. It was Rafa Guerrero, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Nice little flick, but yeah, no, not very effective. Goes out wide to Mane. Mane and Alphonso Davies here can work it. They've got time, they've got space. To Davies now. Davies wants to put it in there. Sula's trying to stop him. Goes across to Savitzer. Savitzer, Goretzka, ball over the top. It's going no on Guerrero. Heads it home anyway, though. 18 votes, by the way, on the polling chat. 61% Dortmund, 33% Bayern, 6% draw. Very close between Dortmund and Bayern, but yeah, draw. Draw is not being loved again. I hope Tottenham win because they want to stay in the top 4 tonight. I couldn't care less. I want to be able to catch them, so I want Brighton to win or a draw. I'm not asked about staying in the top 4 tonight. I'd rather us be in the top 4 when it comes to the end of the season. And if Tottenham lose or draw tonight, then we stay closer to them, so we have to catch them quicker. We'll be alright. I look at it, and if we win our game in hand on City, we close to within 4 points. And City have only really played United so far, haven't they? So, as much as people say they're unstoppable, they don't seem to be yet. And I'm hoping we can stop putting the pressure on. Kane's in with FPO. Yeah. I need a Brighton win and a Trossard goal. That would really help, because a load of people have Tottenham players, they'd lose points there. And then me getting those Trossard points would be big. Marlon.
Done well. He's done really well to hold off the tackles. I mean, there's so many tackles.
That's a big challenge from Bellingham. Ref says it's over the top, but...
Oh, it's getting a bit argy-bargy.
I disagree.
Already. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
There's a yellow card for Bellingham. He can't believe it. I don't want to see a replay, because I don't believe that's a yellow. No, it's not.
No.
It's a great tackle.
He's got the ball. Yeah, that's not, I mean...
Yeah, it's aggressive, but it's not.
Card happy.
He's not out of control.
And he's got the ball.
That's why I mean, refs could send some bloke off just for...
I think he's got the ball there.
Tickling someone.
I think that's a good tackle. That's now 3 yellow cards in 13 minutes. 2 for Bayern, 1 for Dortmund. This has got a red card written all over it.
It's not yellow, nah. Not at all.
Questionable decision.
Bayern, pay the refs, pay the refs.
Bayern, pay the refs.
Like Juve in the 2000s. Early 2000s.
Good header. Oh, no, not good header.
Mane. Davies provides the overlap. Mane chooses to go alone, but Brandt plays it to Davies.
And Sula gets in. That is a goal kick. Good decision.
Came off Brandt, went to Davies, and then, out for a goal kick. Mane, Davies, they both look a little ineffective. Sula's doing a really good job at containing them so far.
First 15 minutes, I think it's Dortmund. They've been better side.
Meyer to Sula.
But neither side haven't had a shot yet. Bellingham forgetting that Sula isn't going to get there. Sula's never...
I agree, not even a foul. That's what I'm saying. Certainly not yellow. Certainly, I wouldn't say it's a foul either,
yeah, if anything, just give the foul and just move on. Moukoko wins it back. He is very lively. Looks like he wants to win today.
I'm a big fan of his energy.
He's very much up for this game.
It's a big stark contrast with Anthony Modeste, who didn't move in that Man City game.
He doesn't move. He never does.
Not I'm afraid. I thought they were going to try and play it quickly there, but it turns out they're going to let their numbers get forward. Sula to Bellingham. Bellingham back to Sula.
Stroke half time.
Goretzka, and it's out for a free.
45th plus 1
Can't say I'm
minute.
surprised.
AC Milan goal. Let me check who that's for. Who
I
scored
think it will end in a draw, though. I don't think Allegri will
Fikayo
lose.
Tomori with the goal.
Ah, thanks for off to say. Love Fikayo.
And the home side lead.
Still wish he was at
Yeah.
Chelsea, but Pierre Kalulu, so Zach said.
Oh, Footmob says Tomori. No, Tomori, yes. Yeah, it's Tomori. I was going to say. No, I'm knocking the ball around. Long ball.
Tries to find
is
Gnabry. He's dragged it wide though. Runs in a circle. Schlotterbeck wins it back. Good job from the young German centre
Very
half.
lucky there. Very lucky Dortmund that Gnabry ran himself wide. Because if he brings that down better, he's strong goal. Flicked on again. Can Makoko get there? Two players on the deck, one player each. Both back up now. Meccano goes down the line, good turn.
Dortmund won it back though. Here's Ozcan. Looking to spring a Dortmund attack. Plays in.
Meccano's got his
Marlon.
hands all over him.
Daniel Marlon.
He's got his hands all over him.
Looking for
there.
options. Tries to turn if Meccano hasn't worked. Musiala. That touch takes it away from Chan. Chan throws himself to the floor. And now Sula lets it past him and through to Mane. Mane. They look dangerous. Hummels dives in. That's a great block from Bellingham. Yeah. Bellingham actually carries his team on his shoulders. I have to say it. Other players look good, but
I think Marlon's a bit unjust when he's running through, and Meccano's got his hands all over him, holding him back.
That's the issue. It's not a foul.
No, it's a problem.
But it is just a bit. Yeah. We'll cook AC Milan again. Lol. I hope so. The San Siro will be a tougher place to go, obviously. But
I think we win 3-0. We might.
No, hopefully we do win it though. We'll of course be live on Tuesday. You'll be joining us a little late for that one, but
so it's
we're joined by another Harry, not the Harry we had on last Tuesday, not the Harry we had on a few weeks ago. A fourth Harry. So yeah, look out for that on Tuesday night.
Does he have stats? Yes, it does. Second most corner threat for Bayern Munich. Top is Gladbach.
Yeah.
We didn't get that Premier League. We get. Haaland's now scored
again
and gone ahead of this legendary striker.
What, Saido Berahino?
Yeah.
What legendary striker's only scored 15 goals in the Premier League?
Timo Werner, he scored less than that.
That's actually an interesting thought. Hang on, I'm just going to check some. All time. Haaland is where? In the all-time list.
Did it. To Mane. Inside to Müller.
Erling Haaland is 520th in the all-time goal-scoring charts.
Ball in. Go for everyone.
To be fair, he has levelled up with some legends. Jimmy Bullard, Kieran Clark, Ashley Cole, Roberto Di Matteo, and Alex Iwobi.
Do I see Anwar El Ghazi there as well?
Yeah, Anwar El Ghazi.
Graphics,
Nemanja Vidic,
Xavi
Alonso.
La Liga's very good graphics. I love the La Liga graphics.
Yeah, they are quality.
It's nice on ITV4 though, or ITV 5000 sometimes. You didn't branch the legend because you confused by this. Oh, Royce, that's class. But no, it was you.
Gretzka, Savitzer, good challenge, but then Bayern win it back. Sane of Meccano. The problem is this game is so back and forth, end to end. It's incredibly difficult to work out who's going where. Musiala, it's one back there by Ozcan. He's brought down, but ref waves play on. Chan, Marlon, nice turn. He's done really well actually to get away from Musiala. Tries to slot in Mukoko, falls to Bellingham. Bellingham does well to maintain possession. He's brought down and he didn't give it. He saw
I was
going to say, it's a bit of a crowd decision there.
It's good though because it was the right one.
He heard the cry of every Dortmund fan in that stadium.
He was just saying, "Ref,
I'm gonna get cooked, mate."
And he said no.
Snappy challenge from Pavard. Yeah, they just can't contain you, Bellingham,
lucky
can
to
they?
not be booked there, I think.
It's a good area for a set piece, to be fair.
Guerrero's going to put the
We
ball
know
in.
Guerrero's got a good cross on him. Hi, welcome to the stream, Loner. Welcome. Good to see you.
Presence in here.
We've got some Bundesliga action on right now.
Dortmund.
Guerrero. There's players in there. I don't know. Love vs City will be interesting. Yeah, that's next Sunday, of course, isn't it? But
Forced to no one.
Yeah,
And
Bayern
Mane's
win it.
gonna
Now
drive
Mane wants to break. Bursting forward with it. Outside the boot pass, tries to find Sane, I believe it is.
Emre Can's done well there. And then
back.
Oscan support. Superb from the midfield too. Well, two in the midfield.
Bellingham, Brandt. That's
he's
done really well, and this is, that's
Bellingham
beautiful
dirty
football.
there. There's two tackles
Oscan,
in
Bellingham,
there. That should
Sula
be-
is
I think he's going to go back and book Goretzka once this plays over. Or get the control.
Marlon. Daniel
Comes
Marlon,
in.
brilliant try.
As we go, it's blocked out for a
Blocked by
corner.
Delit, it's a corner.
And
I
this
think
should
the
be-
ref
he'd go back and
should book Goretzka.
yeah.
Love to play Dortmund to get out of Bayern press. It's been
Two
brilliant.
meaty tackles in there.
Oh, yeah, the ref wants to chat with someone.
Ref's got to work out who was who and who's got a book.
Yeah, he wants to talk to Leon Goretzka. Goretzka puts his hands up. Tries to plead his innocence. I think he's got away with it. The ref's pointing at him, pointing at Goretzka.
No,
He's made Goretzka laugh. Good things. I just noticed that you're only 76 subs away from 1,000. Yes, Lona, we are very close
to be
now.
fair,
Oh, I got to go. Oh, okay, bye, Lona. Harry Kane's been booked for handball.
anger is inside me now.
Say goodbye to those FPL points, mate.
Marlon on the
Mate,
corner.
imagine he gets redded.
I'll cry.
Witness physical tears on
Ball in
street.
from Marlon.
That's
Oh,
a
he is.
horrific ball. Brandt heads it back in there, though. It could have come to something, but it didn't. Sane is just absolutely skinned. Salih Özcan brings it forward, tries to go to Davies, but Schlotterbeck.
He got
won
flicked
it back.
head on the far post to try and recover it. And
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
failed.
I got him and Brandt mixed up.
Off to get back and get the tackle in.
Here's Guerrero.
Why has it stopped? Oh, no,
He went forward, then went back.
Yeah.
He's like bursting forward, like, come on, lads, we're going to go forward. And then went, hang on, shit, I got no one to pass to. I had to go all the way back to Alex Meyer. By the way, the poll is even up a lot now. It's 55%. Borussia Dortmund 40%. Bayern Munich 5% draw. Harry Kane scored now, though. Picked up a yellow card. Goal now for Kane.
Not top. That's weird. I don't want Harry. I just want fantasy.
I want Trossard hat-trick now.
I haven't got a football notification about it.
Bellingham.
I think you're tricking me. I don't think football's this slow. I think you're having a giggle. I think you're having
No, it's 1-0 Tottenham. It is Harry Kane.
Okay, you're not having a giggle. Okay, yep, and here comes the on. Just in time. 22 minutes gone. That's why he's in my fantasy team. Come on.
Things rich.
Well, that's alright, because Brighton are going to equalise in 17 minutes' time.
Sula tries to play Brandt in, but it's not come off. That's come off. It's come off the pitch.
It's a Dortmund throw.
It's not worked out for Dortmund.
Terzic giving his team his instructions.
Hmm.
It's been a good start from Dortmund.
Sula.
I think you can be very happy.
Bellingham heads it into Goretzka. And then Musiala now, getting away from Chan. Chan chases him. There is
Pass is
Delit.
completed and shots. That's the thing though.
Davies.
It's been a good game. We've seen one shot
Goretzka,
so
Davies tries to slot in Gnabry, but it's not come off. And now
wanna see some
Dortmund
more
going
shots.
forward with it. Bellingham plays in Julian Brandt. That's a good weighted pass in there. Meccano though does
far.
brilliantly.
He's done well.
I thought it was going into Moukoko, but
And then I thought even when he made the tackle, I thought
thought
I might
yeah.
go behind him, but no, it kind of just ran through to Neuer.
got stuck between his thighs.
Could you argue Moukoko should have come to the ball? I think he was gambling that Meccano was going to
Meccano almost
miss it.
scored no goal. I wouldn't say that. He's put in a brilliant chance to deny a goal.
Ball was travelling way too slow for it to trouble any of Neuer.
Yeah.
Now Bayern knocking on the back. But again,
Delit.
yeah, 24 minutes in and one
Pavard.
shot to Dortmund, no shots. That's the only
Sabitzer.
shot in the game.
Tries to go forward with it. Bellingham against Gnabry. Bellingham loses out, and now Sane manages to get the ball away from any Dortmund player. Has to go wide to Pavard, to Musiala. Sorry, he goes back to Pavard. Pavard to Davies. Davies now could hit one off. Goes Mane out wide instead. Who goes back to Davies, but it's well won, but out of play by Sula. Dortmund fans screaming for back pass and direct free kick in the penalty box. They want. I have to go now. Enjoy the rest of the game. See you tomorrow, people. Bye. All right, Chelsea fan. Thanks for joining us momentarily, and yeah, see you tomorrow for some incredible Premier League action.
What should be a very good game. Makoko on the drive, but Davies catches him obviously and wins it back. Because he is
rapid, mate. Yeah, that's exactly how I describe it. Lightning McQueen.
If the player passes with the foot to kick his hand, it's a free kick. It's hard to do it. It's hard to. I don't like because back pass. And also the keeper has to catch it. No, they don't. Sorry, they don't. But it's hard to judge. It's hard to judge because obviously you can never tell.
I wouldn't really call that a back pass. That's just come off him and gone to.
That's what I'm saying though. It's not the Upamecano one. It depends. It's very hard to judge whether the player did it deliberately or whether it was just hit them.
Guerrero. Goes to Marlon.
Trying to get the ball in the box there.
Ozcan. Marlon. Turns back on himself, goes inside to Guerrero, to Daniel. Marlon goes to Guerrero. Turns to Chan now to Hummels. Goes across to Schlotterbeck.
The youngest ever Klassiker scorer.
Plays it into Mukoko. Goes to Guerrero, to Bellingham. Puts in Ozcan. Tries to get the ball in there if Upamecano clears. And now they're trying to break Musiala, but Hummels wins it back. Hummels now goes to Brandt. He's trying to find players further forward, but he can't now. Mane against Brandt.
That's a silly foul.
Brandt has fouled him, 100%.
Mane turned back towards his own goal.
If Mukoko or Teo scores, not, yeah. Sorry, you mentioned
definitely
that.
Definitely possible. Mukoko definitely could.
Teo could as well from the bench. You never know. You never know.
I mean, what in the way that'd be to get a goal. I thought it was going to be his first goal, but I think it is.
Who?
Teo.
No. He's got one in the Bundesliga this season.
Yeah.
Because I'm fairly sure he became the youngest Bundesliga scorer.
Gladbach versus Cologne.
Cologne.
I got put off. So I was going to say Cologne.
Harry Kane scores, but someone has a higher rating. It said Cologne, spelt colon.
Because Sky spell it Cologne, like the actual, like the word Cologne. Yeah. It's spelled differently.
Which is how it's spelled in English.
Just confused me a bit. Alright, old Son's playing better.
Well, they should have called it the team name, which is
just
actually.
Just because Kane scored a goal doesn't mean he's better.
K-O-O-L-N.
Son could have had a better game. Goals don't mean everything. In football, goals don't mean ratings. You could be horrific. You could have a stink every game, score a tap in, doesn't mean you're man of the match.
No.
You'd probably argue on Sky, but or BT.
Depends who's commentating.
Oh, I said
Davies. It's gone past everyone. Guerrero though, he's not going to let it go out for a goal kick. He wants the ball.
He's going to take the ball. He's kicked the ball.
Plays it forward. Marlon tries to flick it on. It comes off Pavard though, back to Marlon. Pavard brings it forward.
Bellingham's got to be careful, diving in like that on a yellow.
That's Chan, but yeah.
I think that's why. That's what.
Sane.
Block.
This one off it looked like it was blocked by Mane.
That's the second shot of the game.
I think it was blocked by Mane. Mukoko does really well to turn Upamecano. Goes to Brandt. Brandt gets past the lip.
Need to be wider.
Upamecano gets back.
Need to be wider to Brandt there.
Brandt needed to go run a bit wider.
Both players could have it more there. It's a good chance for Dortmund there. Wasted. Yeah, Upamecano's now driving it out.
Musiala goes wide. Pavard just rushes that ball in, and now Maya will just roll it out with his feet, and then pick it up. But half an hour gone. I wouldn't really say either side's been on top. That's a long throw to Sula though.
You suppose they Dortmund was
fairly end to end. But I think that's because we expect so much of Bayern. I don't think that's because they've been particularly. I think Dortmund are particularly good. They're just not losing yet.
Yeah, there was a foul on there. Yeah, I think it's been a very even game. Very, very even game. Schlotterbeck out wide to Guerrero. He does keep it in. But as Marlon wins it back. Marlon on the drive plays into Makoko. He's good touch. Knocks out to Guerrero. Guerrero's got to see. He has a goal.
He's hit it. Wow.
Neuer.
Was not expecting him to hit one off there, but he has.
I was about to say he should have put it to the edge to Bellingham, but that's a good effort from Guerrero and a good save from Neuer.
It's quite a venomous effort.
Marlon does well. Makuku, great run.
Coco then, takes it in a stride,
Lays
goes
it
back
off.
to Guerrero. Guerrero, without many options, just pings one off, and it's not
Sees the
bad.
tight angle. And to be fair, no, I wasn't alert to that.
Bellingham still neither that didn't come his way, which, to be fair,
Yeah,
maybe he'd have done better.
Brandt on the corner this time rather than Marlon. Again, aerial presence in the box for Dortmund.
Trying to get a good delivery. He's got Guerrero coming short, but it's a decent delivery.
Punch
Neuer
Guerrero.
punches.
Oscar
Guerrero.
back out.
Plays it wide to Brandt. He tries to dink it back in. It
Is that a hand?
deflects weirdly. Guerrero puts it goalwards, and then Meccano.
They're all sitting around
gone,
the
it's
place.
now with
Bouncing
Ozcan.
everywhere. It's very scratchy. It's all over,
Sula.
all over the place.
Ozcan. Back
Messy.
to Chan.
Very messy.
Chan forced to go back to Maya.
Don't trust Mathmire in this situation.
Goes out wide to Hummels. Hummels. It's a bit of a weird situation here between Sula
Sula's
and
done well.
Davies. And then he's won a free kick.
Rescue, yeah. But Sue's done really well. They knew he wasn't going to get past
Hmm.
Davies, so just try and hold the ball, see if he can win a foul, get a pass.
that foul. You never know.
And they're going for the switch, but Mane's right in front of him. What's he going to do? Go Schlotterbeck? That is what he's done. On his right. Schlotterbeck now. Where's he going? He turns back on himself. He's made a decision quickly. He's just, that's good.
Goes into Ozcan. Ozcan tries to
too
get
much.
past Goretzka but can't.
Oh, he's won it
He's
back.
won it back though. Guerrero against Goretzka. Goretzka loses. Goretzka holds him off. Out for a throw now.
14 minutes until the end of the half.
Yeah, 13 now. It's a really tough one to call because I've been impressed with parts of Dortmund's play, but it has been quite scrappy, I'd say, from both sides.
Yeah.
Neither side looks very polished. It's quite a messy game. But yeah. Fortunately, we haven't seen a goal so far, aren't we? Yeah, there's been chances for both teams. Potentially they should have taken one by now, but no clear cut, I'd say. Nothing too obvious. Like when Dortmund bring it forward, yeah, they look dangerous. But they're not getting it past those final players. Look at Mackay to Lich, just able to stop them. But then
There's definitely opportunity to.
Bayern,
Definitely chances
Bayern
to
don't
get-
look quality in attack. They're not stringing them together. Those final few passes well, especially down this left. It's looked a little disjointed between Mane and Davies at times. Of course, they're now going to prove me wrong as Mane goes to Musiala. Musiala now has options in the centre, tries to go it alone, is forced to go back to Goretzka. Leon Goretzka hits one off and it is a goal. And just as I say, Bayern struggling to break down Dortmund, Leon Goretzka picks it up on the edge and slots it home. Low driven, venomous effort. Absolutely no chance for Maya, really. I mean
it
arguably he should do better, but it's a good job.
It is poor from Dortmund.
Right,
there.
they need to close him down quicker.
Absolutely shocking. They don't.
Davies goes into Mane. Mane looking for options. He cuts inside. Musiala goes wide. He goes out to Musiala. Musiala wants to drive inside. He wants to get a shot away. Doesn't see any option. Goes to Goretzka on the edge. Touch out the feet and across the goal.
Can't let Musiala cut in there.
The problem is here, Maya goes left to try and see
then-
Goretzka. And then he jumps left and then has to quickly jump right. He should really do better, but
Maya should get there. The fact that Goretzka's been allowed a touch and then a shot. The fact that Musiala's been allowed to cut in. Shocking defensively from Dortmund. Not good enough at all. But then now they need to respond. These are
I'm
critical
missing a keeper,
moments
Borussia
now.
Dortmund.
What happens now?
It's not even like it's a young keeper who's struggling. It's a 31-year-old. Do they
Marlon touches it all.
tries to win it but can't? Do they potentially pick up Hugo Lloris on a free at the end of the season?
Maybe.
Could that be a really good move? I don't think he's signed a new deal yet, has he?
Don't think so.
Goal probability of 3%, so 0.03 xg then. I guess with the crowd in front of him makes sense, but yeah.
Match attacking zone for Dortmund. It's gone all the way down that left hand side. It's interesting. And they're using Marlon more than Brandt.
Yeah.
Here is Brandt though. Stops in Schuler.
Sula. I guess it makes sense though because you've got Guerrero as well, haven't you,
Yeah.
rather than Sula, wing backs, full backs.
Brandt's a bit stuck here.
Tries to find Sula, but it's not come off. They've cannoned it into Sula and it's out for a goal kick.
Yeah, it wasn't great from Dortmund defensively, but they've got to stay in this game now. They cannot let Bayern
Yeah.
score another. Bayern score another, it's going to be very tough for them to come back. They need to equalise Dortmund very soon.
Well, they've won the ball back here. Mukoko puts in Brandt to Marlon. Marlon! That's a big save from Manuel Neuer, and that's the problem. Even when Dortmund get a chance, Manuel Neuer pulls off an absolutely superb stop to deny them.
Marlon's done what he can with
And
that
Bellingham's
shot
so
there,
frustrated.
He's kind of...
Mukoko does so well, gets it to Brandt. Brandt slots in Marlon.
Marlon's
It's
falling
such a
over,
good
the
save
angle's
from
tight.
Manuel Neuer.
He's got Upamecano there.
But equally, he just needs to hit it high. Bit of power, bit of lift, and that just, gets smashed past Neuer.
Yeah.
He tries to squeeze it past him, and it's not really worked. Unfortunately for him.
He's just got to hit it hard.
He needs to go over him. And the difference is, I know we say, Haaland lower. Haaland scores that.
Yeah.
Equally so does Royce. So does Jude. It's just, yeah. And Daniel Marlon at PSV puts that one away, hadn't they? It's been weird how some of the players at Dortmund that they've signed recently haven't really been as good as they thought they'd be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you look at the past, so they've signed players like Sancho and Haaland, they've been amazing. But Adeyemi's started slow. Marlon's had a poor few years. Yeah. Obviously, Sabalé was injured. Sabalé was a weird one, though, because they usually sign young talents and then develop them and sell them on for profit. But that was not a very Dortmund signing. And obviously, they've been screwed by the fact they couldn't actually use him. Modeste was just a panic at the end of the window because they didn't have a striker. Which is weird when they've signed Adeyemi, who is a striker, yet refused to play him there. They've got Mukoko, who's 17, and they've given him so many minutes. He's clearly very talented, but you can't give that many minutes to a 17-year-old. Look at how Marcus Rashford's turned out. You're going to just burn him out too quickly.
Yeah.
You should watch Everton United. Remember when Everton won 4-0 over United? Yeah, well, there's probably an example of a big scoreline in every single match. Not the same teams. Anyway, so yeah, we're not going to cover it. We're doing Arsenal-Liverpool tomorrow, but yeah. So join us for that one. It'll be a good game.
One goal changing the win probabilities.
Yeah. McConnell slipped, but he's played it into Goretzka. Musiala takes it in his stride, tries to slot in Gnabry. It's well dealt with by the Dortmund defence, though. And yeah, now Maya wants to distribute it. Can't really find an option. Just holding on to it for now. There drops it to his feet and plays it to Hummels. Hummels now tries to find Sula, but under pressure, just has to slap it out of play.
Yeah.
Davies. 7 minutes left of the half, by the way.
Dortmund need to focus on equalising or keeping it at 1-0 until half
gets
time.
past Sula. Chan, though, stops him in his tracks. Here is Emre Can. Puts in Bellingham. Bellingham to Brandt. Back to Bellingham. He's under pressure from Davies and Sabitzer, but he's played out of it. And now Marlon goes wide to Guerrero. Guerrero now puts it into Bellingham. Bellingham to Marlon. It's not come off. Though Ozcan against Sane. Sane's won it for now. He goes back to Neuer. Mukoko puts the pressure on. It's not brilliant from Neuer. Puts it back into the Dortmund midfield. Ozcan to Sula to Hummels. Can Dortmund recycle this? Schlotterbeck. He's slowed it down. And goes back to Maya. Turn up the volume. Again, Exed, I don't know what's happened to the volume.
I mean, it's still very, very loud. I don't really know why. I don't...
Yeah, no. Doesn't seem to be any problems. Maybe try turning up your volume, Exed.
Yeah, I mean, even low
no
volume
problems.
on our devices
Mukoko.
fine.
Bellingham. Sula goes to Brandt. Brandt now to Bellingham. Bellingham into Guerrero. Finds Sula. Sula wants to put one off but can't. And now here is Chan. He tries to go one way, tries to go the other. Gets brought down. It's not a foul though, much to Chan's disappointment. And now Bayern trying to bring it forward. It's Gnabry. Big challenge from Chan. And that one's been given as a foul.
That was a
frustration.
Yeah,
and now he's been booked and he's shouting in the referee's face. But I mean, he has a point. Let's see the challenge from before. Okay, well we're just going to watch that one. Yeah.
That's silly from Chan.
The one before should have been a yellow as well, I'd argue. But we don't get to see a replay of that one.
Oh, 5 minutes to go until the half. Dortmund, I think, will be hoping just to keep it as it is. They don't want to make any errors or end up 2-0 down at half time.
Because 1 is not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
We know Bayern are good, but they're not like...
And Dortmund have had chances. Dortmund have shown that they can. So that is silly.
Goretzka's fouled Hummels. I'd argue it should be a yellow. That's his another chance. No, he's not.
If he's a mate to the ref, he's giving the ref a high five.
No, Hummels saying something is here. That they've paid me, I'll be honest, it's a lot more than I've ever been paid before.
I mean, yeah, it's 200.
Just shove him to the floor.
And saying this is second defence now.
More than that, mate.
Ref's been nice there.
Second really major nice. One, but yeah. I mean, considering how harshly he's been booking other players, Goretzka must be besties with that. Here's Meyer. Goes to Sula. He loves that pass, doesn't he, Alex Meyer? He's done it about 100 times.
Say, never goes Guerrero.
Hummels.
Always goes Sula.
And then they try and switch the play from there. See, here's Bellingham to Hummels to Sula. Now they've got themselves in a pickle, though. And it's out of play.
Poor from Dortmund. Moving
really poor. Hummels goes to Sula when Sula clearly has no options ahead of him, so I don't really know what he's trying there. And Sula's really struggling out right back at the moment. He's just not high enough, not positive enough.
Who's the usual right back?
Meunier. He's put in some really shocking performances recently. Schlotterbeck, that's a big challenge.
Oh, there's no communication.
Don't know why he didn't go for the second one, but yeah. He's still bringing it forward, Nico Schlotterbeck. He's done well. And apparently it's a Bayern throw.
Yeah. 3 minutes to go.
Looked like, from our view at least, that it came off...
Alright, Gareth Schlotterbeck, I just thought.
A Bayern throw.
Foul. Pavard on the throw.
Navri flicks it on. Sane can't get there. Schlotterbeck plays it back. Here's Chan. Ozcan. This is... bit messy from Dortmund, but I mean they've somehow bundled it forwards and then Bayern win it back. Neuer to De Ligt. Few minutes left now of this half. Dwindling time available to try and find an equaliser before call of the half. Of Meccano bringing it forwards. Cut out by Schlotterbeck. Marlon. De Ligt wins it. Musiala. Goretzka. They've lost out. Brandt's got it. Can Dortmund use this chance? Tries to find Bellingham. He just can't do much with it.
Bit of boxing there, Jude.
Yeah, and Brandt has zipped it out, and to be fair, in not the greatest position. The problem is Dortmund have one tactic, and it's where's Jude Bellingham?
Yeah.
In an advanced position. Or at the back, can Bellingham bail us out? It's not working.
No.
Do you think Bayern deserve their lead? It's hard to say. I think
very 50-50.
Draw written all over it.
But yeah. I think 0-0 will be a bit fairer.
Neither side's performed better, I'd say.
Yeah.
Both been equally a bit.
2-0 AC Milan, by the way.
Wow.
That goal...
Goes down to 9-2-3 sad times. Of course, if you aren't around here, make sure to hit subscribe.
Who scored that goal? I can't tell you right now.
Of Meccano. Sabitzer. Of Meccano. Tries the ball over the top.
Brahim Diaz.
Sula heads down to Brandt. Brandt flicks it on to Bellingham. He flicks it back into the path of Brandt, but Mane wins it back. And now Bayern regain possession. Goretzka in to Sane. Goes to Mane. Mane now looking inside for options. Can't find any. Forced to go back to De Ligt.
Does like AC Milan are going to win that game.
Challenge from Sula. It does indeed. Bellingham does well. He's accidentally caught Davies in the face, but Bayern play on.
I mean, Bellingham's not getting sent off, so we know.
Goretzka plays out of play. And yeah.
Alright, so you looked up, so you got the foul, hit the ball out, and he's put his head down again, and he's got, oh, he's fine now.
He was actually fine, let's be honest. What do you think of the petition to ban Holland from association football because it's just not fair? Nothing. I have no thoughts. It's clearly just a joke.
Yeah.
They obviously can't. So yeah. It's quite funny to see that.
Yeah. Here's
Mane
the goal.
to Musiala.
And how Musiala is allowed to cut him past through in there.
No one can take pressure on Goretzka.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what is Ozcan doing? If he stands there, if he just stands still, he blocks that. Instead, he throws himself in the air. Look, he jumps over the ball, and Maya again, as I mentioned, poor positioning in that.
I still haven't got any added time. You don't know how long that's going to be. Nice to be told. Davies is still down. I think they're still in the protocols for concussion or whatever. I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, it's probably at this. The reason I haven't done the added time, though, we still be adding it up because of this pause in play.
Yeah.
Still, we wait. So he looked alright. He was looking up.
Fairly equal this game.
1 minute at a time. And Davies.
I was going to say, we played that minute now, haven't we?
Davies is going to come off for a minute. I don't think he's injured. I think he's just going to.
Jude Chetney's alright. He seems relatively dazed, Alphonso Davies, but.
Interesting to see. I think he's going to go back on. No, he's not.
He's heading down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's alright, but.
He looked. I think it was probably like a second thing. So he looked alright. He started looking around and started moving again. And once the ball been kicked out, he started moving. That is the half.
Yeah, Dortmund losing at the break. Bayern Munich leading. It's been a bit of a bit of a disappointing.
Yeah. Very much the right home about.
Actually, 507 people have signed the petition. No, it's like 440,000, mate. Have signed the Haaland petition. To kick him out because he's too good or because he's a robot. There's loads of petitions now, but. Yeah. Well, disappointing first half. I can't say I'm surprised though. Bayern are just very, very good at getting these kind of results, and they've not looked the better side, but I can't say Dortmund have been particularly impressive. So, yeah, I'll take 5 minutes if that's alright with you.
Yeah. Bring back a snack, maybe.
No.
Oh.
We'll be eating shortly after tea, mate. Anyway, back in a moment.
Ages though. Just like my celebrations then. Yes, right. Let me know, everyone in the chat, your thoughts, your feelings, and what you think of the first half. Yeah, it has not been great. It has not been great at all. It's in a very 50-50 game. I'd say neither side deserves to be winning, but that's what Bayern do. You know, in a 50-50 game, they're the ones who are leading, and that's how Bayern Munich win games. You know, start of Bayern, they haven't looked great, but they've got the goal. It was an easy goal. Dortmund shocking defensively. Goretzka, really nice finish. Puts them one up defensively. Bayern have been alright, winning the midfield battle very solidly. Couple of yellow cards that they might be concerned about. Until the goal, they hadn't looked very good down the left-hand side, but obviously the goal did come from Mane and Musiala working the ball in the final third down on the left. So it's a bit hard to judge that. From a Dortmund point of view, they've had chances. They really have. They've had Marlon chance saved by Neuer, Guerrero chance saved by Neuer. They've both had. You know, I think Dortmund will be a bit annoyed. In a 50-50 game, very equal game, as XZ says there. And, you know, their rivals are the ones that are winning. And, you know, Dortmund with more shots, more chances. You could argue that they if anything, they should be the ones winning this. It's, you know, very hard to judge. Very, very hard to judge. But if you take it as the game, it is, you know, Bayern are winning. But looking at Dortmund's chances, and, you know, Neuer making some big saves. You know, Dortmund have got shots off. They've had corners. They've had free kicks. They've had, you know, between the set pieces and the normal chances, they've done really well. And I think it's. Yeah, I think it's a bit. If you're Bayern, you're very happy. If you're Dortmund, you're not very happy, obviously, because you're losing. But I say that the game is still there for the taking. You know, only one goal separating the sides. Plenty of time for Dortmund. If Dortmund get one back, it's level. We're all square again. We go back to where we started. So it's still very equal. Very, very much Dortmund still in this game. They can't give up hope. The important thing now is Dortmund cannot afford to concede again. If Bayern get a second, then that is a long road back for the home side. So what they need to do is they need to stop Bayern scoring and get an equaliser. Get an equaliser, it's level again. Then you can push on and get a winner. But if Bayern score the next goal, this game is close to over. If Dortmund gets the next goal, it's all to play for. But yeah, if Bayern Munich can find the next breakthrough, then I think they'll be there. I don't see Bayern dropping a 2-0 lead. So, really interested to see what happens. Still a very good second half too. For us to see. So, I'm intrigued to see how it all plays out. You've returned, along with a draft and celebrations. Oh, got 3. It's my lucky day. But yeah, you can do your thoughts. I've just said it's basically equal, and that if Dortmund get the next goal, it's all to play for. If Bayern gets the next goal, it's nearly over.
Yeah, as it is pretty much as you've said. I mean, Bayern showing their clinicality, aren't they? You expect them to score. They get one chance, they put it away. Whereas Dortmund, they've had a few minor chances, but nothing too prominent, nothing too clear cut, nothing too defined. But yeah, they maybe should have done better. There's a few chances for Dortmund where I think 1 or 2 better passes and maybe they put a chance away, but yeah, they're not really creating much. Brighton unlucky not to equalise. Equal game, boring game. What, this one? Or the other one?
Equal game to this one.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Don't know where boring game is.
Well, this has been relatively boring, I have to say. That we've seen some really good games without goals this season, and yet this one, the goal wasn't anything spectacular. It was just poor defending from Dortmund. Sorry, and yeah, other than that, Bayern haven't really created too much. They've had chances, but Dortmund have done relatively well at, being able to nullify the threat. But yeah, no, that's just the goal. The only difference was one chance that Dortmund couldn't deal with. Hi, Perks. Hello, Patty, I'm back. What? We aren't. Just thoughts, innit? Wonder who he's saying hi to. By the way, 21 votes in the poll in chat now. 57% Dortmund, 38% Bayern, and 5% opting for a draw.
I'm eating.
You never expect to see draw that high on our streams, but yeah. By the way, I opened the wrapper, and in the time it took me to get it to my mouth, you'd opened another one and eaten it. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, it's been a disappointing game. There's no other way about it. Hopefully, we'll see a better second half, but neither side really able to create anything. It's been very disjointed. A lot of fouls, I'd say. We've seen a lot of yellows. The ref's not been great. And a lot of messy moments, like players falling over, or like getting stuck in corners. And
Both been very scrappy. Dortmund have boxed themselves in at times.
But Dortmund had the first team. This would be 3-1 easy. I kind of agree. I think if you throw Marco Reus, I think if you throw any right back on this pitch,
yeah.
If you put Seb there, if you put a goalkeeper in that actually has arms.
I look at.
Meyer should have done better with the goal. Equally, someone should have closed him down.
Yeah, Dortmund boxing themselves in areas when they've got the ball. They try and play out of the back, but they get boxed in. They put their teammates under the cosh. They play risky balls into their teammates when they're under pressure and expect them to deal with it. I don't get. I really don't. They need to shore up and stop playing the difficult ball. If you can't play out of the back, go long and hope that one of your fast wingers can get on it. Try the long ball switch to Guerrero.
I look at the Bayern bench tonight. I look at Gravenberch and I look at Mazraoui, and I think that those two both perfectly suit what Dortmund need.
Yeah.
They're both available for relatively cheap, right? Mazraoui was a free, Gravenberch 40 mil. More to Mazraoui, they really need a right back.
Yeah.
Meunier's not been great so far this season. Sula's been played out there this game. He's available for free. Surely if you offer him a starting berth,
Yeah.
maybe you offer him a slightly high wage or a joining bonus or something just to be able to get him ahead of Bayern. But yeah, I mean, it's an odd one. He sat watching at Bayern when you could have picked him up this summer, but yeah, I don't know.
That's the one thing I'm going to touch on. Mazraoui and Gravenberch. Both brought in not much football for either of them.
Not really, no. It's kind of disappointing.
I was expecting to see more of them, but never mind. I really don't know what the next step is. Gravenberch's like a phenomenal talent, you know, he talks of the Premier League, talks of, you know, being a generational talent. He's just not getting enough game time. If this continues, then he's gonna, you know, see all that potential go down the drain.
Yeah.
So we don't know what to think of him.
But yeah, they need a right back. It's just a bit odd from Bayern. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying there, but yeah, Dortmund need a few extra players. I feel like they're a couple players away from being able to win this game.
They are one or two.
Bayern, on the other hand, they don't look anything special.
Yeah.
They could probably do with a goal scorer.
Yeah.
But they've not created anything anyway, so it's not even like that's the biggest issue. I felt like they would score if they had someone, but yeah.
I think that, again, bring Royce, bring Bino Gittins into this, bring Seb Allaire, bring another midfielder, or Royce. Just that's what they're lacking. It's what they're lacking at the moment, Dortmund. And I think they are just a bit off Bayern Munich at the moment. But I think the only thing we can say is that they are only 1-0 down. There is still very much possibility they can get back into this game and equalise, even get a winner. They've just got to keep working. They cannot afford to drop off second half. Cannot afford to drop off second half.
The only good winger Dortmund have is Royce, even though he's kind of attacking mid. Yeah, but he can play. He can do well out wide. Marlon, he's fine, but he doesn't look anything special. Hazard, I'd agree, he's past his best. Adeyemi's inconsistent because he's not played much. He's a striker. Once Halaire's back, that'll be solved, and they should be giving more minutes to Adeyemi, who's a striker, in that role. A winger, yeah, I'd agree with that one. But equally, when you have Bino Gittins back, when you have Royce back, they're your starting wingers. And potentially a right back, definitely a right back. To be fair, I think Sancho should have stayed. No.
Wouldn't make sense for anyone.
Definitely not. I think maybe he made the wrong move. I think he'd probably have done better if he joined Chelsea.
I think there's still. I think United look very good.
Yeah, I agree. I think now he's made the right call. But when he joined, he joined a very bad Man United side. But he must have in the long term project, and to be fair, it has materialised. So
yeah,
I think he's fine. He made the right call. You couldn't say that Dortmund. Dortmund isn't a club that, at the moment at least, compete at the top. They're a side that develop young talents and sell them on. They're not even the best side in the Bundesliga, let alone being forces like
profit
in Europe.
Dortmund made of Sancho. They then did invest. I think they did invest. They invested into the likes of Seb Allaire, Niklas Sula.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't. Nico Schlotterbeck, Ozcan. Yeah, just there hasn't gone
Again,
the plan.
there's some weird ones this summer.
Yeah.
Has landed in. Like usually they sign brilliant young talents, but no. Like they've added some good young talents. Like Schlotterbeck is a great signing, fits the bill perfectly. Adeyemi again, but they're not playing him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bino Gittins
I feel like there's more they could have. Yeah, Bino Gittins a good player. I feel like there's others they could have gone and got. It's almost like they've changed their transfer strategy, but not enough. They've like sort of gone more half and half now. But it's not. Yeah.
Dest.
Well, Allaire for 30 mil is an odd one. Like, what, 30? Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, he can't be that young, can he?
But obviously, I mean, for the league
that old,
table,
sorry?
this would put Bayern right back in it.
Well, yeah, depending on.
Yeah.
I was just checking Aller's age.
But really, it's a great. I mean, Bayern look down and out, but now it's Dortmund.
28.
Dortmund
Sort of in his prime now.
Dortmund dropping points in big games, and now losing this game would be a massive blow. And Bayern, as it stands, are top of the Bundesliga. Obviously, Berlin and Freiburg games in hand, but if they lose those games in hand, Bayern Munich are top of the Bundesliga again. And we know once they're back at the top of the tree, there's no one usually catching them. So, big moment this is for Bayern Munich. And at the second 45, that is probably going to provide a lot of action, hopefully, and going to decide who's going to win this game. Obviously. Brighton comeback is 50-50 possession. I think 2-1 Brighton. Wouldn't be opposed to it. Yeah.
I mean, obviously I like that. But, yeah, I want Brighton to win. I don't know, though. I'm in the game, can't make a judgment.
Yeah. But I think we'll see us on tonight. Milan. I guess we talk about Milan beating Juventus.
Done. I think that game's done. Juve haven't looked good recently.
Yeah.
We've not got long, by the way. There's only a minute until.
Juventus. Are they throwing it Serie A?
How are they throwing it away? It's not theirs to win.
No, but they're not really challenging for it at the moment, are they?
They're not challenging for anything. They're a team that needs a change, and yet they're not changing. Like they need to start. They need to plan for the future, like Manchester United. United are a team that are well aware now they're not fighting at the top, and they're okay with that. Juve are so desperate they think they can just keep throwing money around, buying big names, and hope that works. Like
for sure.
Di Maria. Di Maria is not a. He's a fine player. He's done all right, but he doesn't. I don't know. They've got a load of footballers, but none of them really make a team. Morata, Vlahovic, Di Maria, Chiesa. How do you get all four of them in the same side?
Yeah. I think it's Felix Paslak.
Okay, so that is a right back then.
Has come on for Dortmund.
We have identified the same thing. Dortmund 0.38 xG, Bayern 0.05 xG. Says a lot about the quality of chances they created. Obviously, Dortmund had that one with Daniel Malen, where he should have done better. And that's what I'm saying about clinicality. Goretzka puts away a slim chance, whereas, Malen misses an easy one. Bayern 2 changes. Joshua Kimmich onto the pitch, and Stowe is the youngster Stanislas. And it is going to be Felix. No, it's Marius Wolf, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's Marius Wolf on the field at right back now.
So changes for both sides.
I might be wrong. It might be Felix Paslak. I've not seen either of them in a while.
Changes for both sides. And we're at good goal. I'm off it.
They're about to get underway now. Dortmund with the ball around the centre on some circle.
It's going to go long. It goes back to centre half.
And here we go. We are underway for the second half. Schlotterbeck pumps it long to no one seemingly. No, Brandt can't win it. He's against Stanisic now. And it's out of play for a throw-in.
Kimmich did have COVID. He passed a negative test for today.
Yeah.
But obviously he clearly wasn't fully match fit.
Made the bench and now is on. In terms of changes, not even Footmob knows what happened yet. But it is Wolf on for Matt Hummels.
So Suda into the back toe.
Seemingly so.
Ball winner.
Is off. The ball winner they've just thingied up is off. Yeah, so it's Sula into the back two with Schlotterbeck. And it's Marius Wolf onto the field. As for Bayern, they bring on Davies off for Stanisic, which is a big call.
A sprinter and initiator.
Well, I don't like this.
I love this.
And they also brought on Joshua Kimmich for Leon Goretzka, the goal scorer. Not Leon Goretzka, sorry.
Okay.
So, Sabitzer. Anyway, a lot of changes. Gnabry also off. Koeman on. So 3 changes at the break for the leading Bayern side.
Wolf has just had an effort tipped over the bar by Neuer.
Are you gassed for Nkunku? I don't know what to think of it.
That's a good save
That is
for
a
Neuer.
fantastic save from Manuel Neuer. That's difference, right? Not only is it a difference in clinicality, it's a difference in goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Alex Meyer doesn't save that. Alex Meyer lets that one in, mate. Are you gassed for Nkunku? Yeah. I want to be, and I think I am. I just worry. You look at like Werner and that, but different profile. Yeah, I'm gassed. He's going to do well.
He should be phenomenal.
If he doesn't join until next summer, we could be Premier League champions by then.
I'm
confident.
Dodgy clearance,
Potter's the one.
and that has gone out.
I was going to say, miles off, mate.
Now, according for Dortmund, applying some early pressure in the second half.
Antonio's never lost a game in the Prem when he's winning in the first half.
Wow.
49 wins, 4 draws and 0 losses. Well, today could be that day.
I suppose that's Conte, not Mikel Antonio.
Antonio Rudiger. No, he definitely has.
Brandt on the corner. Ball in.
Julian Brandt.
Not a bad ball.
It's not a bad delivery.
It's going to fall to
Guerrero. It's not a bad strike, but it's not goalwards.
No.
Like, it's hit it. He's connected well, but it's not.
Cleanly, but it's off.
Yeah, it's not on target.
Weak foot as well. He was asking a lot there.
Bing. So, yeah, it's a sweet connection, though.
Very significant.
Pavard. Trying to bring it forward and can't. Ozcan to Guerrero. Guerrero tries to go back to Meyer, and it does come off despite under a lot of pressure. But Bayern have 6 subs left in terms of players on the bench. Dortmund with like 8. We just need City to draw 2 or 3 games, and then we can go clear. Who is this? Perks, who are you a fan of? Tottenham, I guess. Tottenham, Arsenal,
6, yeah.
Brighton.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Newcastle.
City Liverpool will be a cracker.
Schlotterbeck heads clear. It's to the number 5, Pavard. Kimmich, beautiful ball over the top. Goretzka tries to flick it on. Mane heads it.
What a miss.
I thought that was going to be into an open net.
But
it was an
again,
open net. He puts it wide.
Alex Meyer,
Caught in no
all over
man's
the
land.
place.
You see this? Joshua Kimmich spots that beautiful run of Goretzka. It's well timed.
What is
And
Meyer
I thought,
doing?
he doesn't challenge for it. What does he do? Genuinely, he just goes like, at him. And then just watches as Mane almost puts it into an empty net. Anyway, really under the cosh now. Bayern creating some chances. Musiala wants to get it in there, can't. It's a good challenge from the Dortmund centre half. Arsenal, bro. Oh yeah, sorry, Perks. Forgot.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. City draw couple.
Gotta fly up to the stream, aloha.
Hello. Perks can Liverpool win or draw on Sunday. Or lose. They could lose. That is also false. Anthony Modeste is warming up. I'm worried for my.
By the way, 23 votes in the poll in chat.
Sanity.
52% Borussia Dortmund, 43% Bayern Munich, 4% draw. It's very, very tight at the moment. Of course, if you haven't had to say, make sure to do so. Here's Julian Brandt. Tries to head it down to Wolf. Does get it to Wolf, to Chan, to Bellingham. Bellingham to Wolf, to Brandt, to Bellingham. Though Wolf wins it off of him. Though they're playing for the same team, I know. Guerrero. Ozcan goes wider. He wants to go central, but it's not a good pass. And Kimmich wins it back. Sane wants to slot someone in while Mane was offside, and that really frustrated Sane. And now he is making his frustrations known.
Confusion, Arsenal have a game in hand.
What? On City right now, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Because City will play today and Arsenal play tomorrow. They don't have a game in hand in overall. It's only Chelsea, United, Leeds, Palace, Brighton, and
Arsenal's game in hand is Liverpool tomorrow.
So Liverpool have a game in hand, but obviously at the moment it looks like they've got 2.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Well, you'd be clear of City then. If they beat Liverpool, yes. Kimmich.
They're 1 point clear.
But yeah, City just need to drop points, but they don't seem like they're going to. Though Liverpool, in a week's time, I think it's the only time I'm ever going to want Liverpool to win a game of football.
Sure.
Just to keep the Premier League interesting, really. And Arsenal play Leeds, don't they? Next weekend, so
Yeah.
that should be a win, but you never know. Perhaps going Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2.
Leeds don't.
I don't see Liverpool scoring twice.
Yeah,
I don't see
I was
Arsenal
gonna say.
conceding twice. Arsenal haven't conceded, other than United, I think they conceded twice in a game. What was United's?
Fulham.
No, that's 2-1, wasn't it?
Oh.
Or 1-1? I'll look at Arsenal games this season, but I'm fairly sure it's only United where they conceded more than once. Yeah, it's 3 at United, 2 at Leicester.
Oh, yeah.
Second day of the season. But they won that game 4-2. So they don't concede many. They conceded 1 at Villa, but they still won.
Still lose because they are shite. Yeah, Liverpool lose. If Liverpool win tomorrow...
I've not been impressed by Liverpool this season.
No,
Brandt brought down by,
right.
I believe it's Stasic? No, Goretzka, sorry.
Again, no one regrets a no card.
You say Liverpool finish, then you say Arsenal only win by a goal. Weird. Well, it's a win, don't they? The thing is, Liverpool is still a good side. They've just fallen a lot from where they were last season and the 2-3 seasons before that.
Finish doesn't mean that they're going to win like Arsenal win like 5-0.
If we play our best, then 8-2 Arsenal. Musiala, Sane. I love Maya, honestly, mate. It's 2-0 Bayern. It really shouldn't be.
Dear, oh dear.
I was like, their shot has no chance. Maya's just going to put it past the post. No. It took a mental deflection off of Alex Maya. I mean, Sula has to do better. Maya has to do better.
But that is now the game, surely.
It's Dortmund 0, Bayern 2. I feel like my 3-0 prediction is going to come true.
Yeah.
Dortmund just look absolute. They look lost.
Yeah.
I mean, how Sane's allowed to just pick up the ball, turn and shoot like that? I mean, Sula gets absolutely done. And Alex Maya is not a goalkeeper.
How has that happened?
It's a venomous effort, but Dortmund made Bayern look good today through individuals being not up to the level of others and a general poor performance. It's disappointing.
Subs for Dortmund.
I was really hoping this could be the first year in a while that we've actually seen some sort of fight from Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the subs English is changing flank.
Is it?
I don't know.
Look like Adeyemi, but I don't see him on the... That is Adeyemi, look, far side.
Changing, yeah.
Hopefully,
for
the Bundesliga graphics wake up to that one.
No, he's still on there.
Just take someone out of the midfield. Yeah, they have. Salih Ozcan off.
Dortmund
Looks like...
4-2-4.
Yeah, is Bellingham in...
Oh no, Brandt's gone mid-midfield.
Well, yeah, Bellingham looks very high, though.
Goretzka the ball in. Looking for Pavard. Cuts it back.
In there. Schlotterbeck gets it gone. Brandt trying to give chase. Brandt brings it down very, very well. Goes back to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham does well to get past Kimmich. Tries to release Brandt. Does release Brandt. Brandt goes back to Bellingham. This is brilliant from Dortmund. Options arriving in the middle. Bellingham goes past Kimmich. Tries to go back past him. He's overworked it. And now Goretzka's got absolutely acres just to walk the ball forwards.
Done way too much.
Dortmund have become a Salzburg development team that's fine, selling players for a decent amount and then gambling on young Bundesliga players, not a proper team anymore. The problem is, Dortmund do very well when they have a load of young talents come through all at the same time. But at the moment, they've got a mixture of good young talented players and that aren't quite ready, and players that were talented but haven't really made it.
Yeah.
And then some old experienced heads that are just there. But
like you got Adeyemi, Marlon, Bellingham, and then you got Hummels.
Well, yeah, Brandt. He's been there for like 5 years. It's not really worked out for him. Then you look at, I mean, how is Alex Maya there? How did he get there?
Who is he? Where is he?
I'm fairly sure he joined on free, didn't he, from Bundesliga 2 side this year, and it's what's cost them big. Then they've not got a right back. They've got a brilliant talent in Jude Bellingham, but he can't carry it.
It's the same problem for Dortmund for years. Why have they not gone and invested in a good goalkeeper?
Yeah, I mean, Berkey was okay, but since Roman Weidenfeller, wasn't it?
The one, yeah, so.
They've not had a quality shot stopper.
He'd do better.
What, 50?
Yeah. Musiala, this is going to get...
Goretzka, Sane, goes to Coman. Coman tries to find Mane, but Sula cuts it out.
Yeah, I think this is
Marius Wolf is on the pitch. I think that tells you everything you need to know about the current situation at Dortmund.
Marius Wolf.
Mukoko, a 17-year-old, can't really... He shouldn't be starting at 17.
Okay. Well, that's
two bad challenges there.
The first one from Goretzka again. How that man's not a yellow card is ridiculous.
Why is Koval not on? Currently injured. Koval is currently out injured, I believe.
Yeah.
Or just shit.
Goretzka thinks finally gone into the book.
Yeah, no, he's not injured. He's just on the bench.
Oh wow. Well, Goretzka's fine. Why is Kobel...
It's a lot about Kobel, doesn't it? Yeah, but he's not been good either.
better than what we've watched today?
Yeah, but why don't they go pick up a Ugo Saka for 15 mil?
Yeah.
Why don't they go gamble on Dominic Livakovic for 20 mil? Why don't they go pick up Ersin Destokoglu, something like that?
Yeah.
There's so many good keepers out there. You just got to take a punt. I know the Kobel punt didn't work. Or you go experience. Like, I know they were interested in Onana and he's ended up at Inter.
At this rate, Edouard Mendy.
Hugo Lloris. Well, at the start of the season, you could have asked for Kepa on loan. It probably would have gone for it.
No, I don't think Eddie Mendy's be happy to play second fiddle, which it looks like it will be under Potter.
I like Keylor Navas.
Yeah.
He's available on a free at the end of the season.
On the PSG bench.
Cole's got 4 out of 6 clean sheets. That's good. What this? Has actually played this season? Every time I've watched him, it's been Maya.
I don't know why it's Maya today. Then I really don't know why it's Maya.
Cole struggled last year though. 24-year-old.
Yeah, I know. But he's
so far, he's had 5 matches this season. Coble.
Just scroll down. See what
yeah, I
games
know
he played.
football's being slow.
Oh, okay.
Let's try to see what he's been up to, but probably can't hear.
Yeah. Scotland scores in Saturday versus Leicester, which was 2 games ago. So let's give them a little bit of. They've played 1 game between now and that game. Musiala's 41% escape rate, 2 assists, and 86% passes completed, handling the pressure.
Yeah, so 5 games this season, 3 clean sheets, 7.51 average rating. He didn't play against Sevilla in the week and hasn't played today, but he did play he last played on the 2nd of October.
Adeyemi.
The 2nd of September.
Still Adeyemi.
He last played on the 2nd of September, so he was clearly out for all of September.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just come back. Dave Meccano's running through this Dortmund team.
I thought he was injured.
Lays
he
it
was on the bench. I was like,
Sané,
what?
looking for Meccano again. Falls to Coman, blocked by Wolf, and it has knocked him out.
But it's hurt them. It's hurt them big. Because, yeah, that Werder Bremen was a disappointing result. But other than that, they won every other game.
Yeah.
And since then, they've slowly slipped down the league.
What I realised is that
Alex Meyer
is fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, since Meyer got injured, which was the Hoffenheim game, they beat Copenhagen in the Champions League. They then lost 3-0 to Leipzig, 2-1 to City, beat rival Schalke 1-0, lost 3-2 to Cologne, beat Sevilla 4-1 in the UCL, and then are losing today 2-0. And this goal happened.
Oh my god.
It gets worse every time I watch it.
Alex Meyer.
Meyer gets a hand to it, it just goes up into the goal.
Well, so Mayer's Wolf blocked the shot and then
apparently
died.
Liverpool want Musiala, not very likely. I think it's possible. Like if Bayern want to keep hold of him.
Look, Marius Wolf is alive again.
But, yeah. I don't think they're going to get
Maybe
Bellingham. I think Liverpool realise that Bellingham is
staying put.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because Dortmund need the money, realistically.
Yeah.
So they can invest elsewhere. Because Bellingham's a brilliant talent, but Dortmund can't keep him.
No.
They're not good enough team.
Kimmich on the corner, ball in, header away, and Marlon Makuka's going to drive it out. He's got Adeyemi on the other side of the pitch. He can find it. He's forced to turn back. He's got to use Bellingham. He's trying to force it to Adeyemi. And now here come. Oh no, don't.
I feel like Dortmund are a team I want to use on FM next year. Try and sort them out.
Yeah.
Just feel like give me one window, I'll fix them.
Match facts. What's happened? Win probability now.
89% Bayern.
2.3% Dortmund.
Okay. Well, I don't get how they're working that one out, but sure.
Neither.
I like the use of stats in football, but that one doesn't make any sense to me. Win probability.
That's AWS. Come on.
Exactly. I feel like AWS has also ruined Formula 1 in that sense. Like the useful ones where you can see where Dortmund are applying the most pressure and stuff are great. And there's zones.
So next one, this car is going to catch this car in so many laps.
That's the whole drama of seeing that, and then they take that away by telling you exactly what's going to happen.
Kimmich, Pavard,
ball in.
Why is
Musiala just let it go for no one? Why not let us get Gnabry again, for fuck's sake, Lamau. I don't think Arsenal need Gnabry though, and the problem is he'd be wanting
out of all the wingers,
he'd want a starting berth.
Sane.
I want Sane at Chelsea though, so don't let that happen.
I don't.
Why not?
I just don't want him.
I like Leroy Sane. Also, him and Sterling linking up again. It wouldn't make sense now that we've gotten Kunku, but before, imagine we could sell Pulisic and get Sane. Relatively similar prices. Or at least sell Pulisic and Ziyech and buy Sane for the same price. I think that's a massive upgrade.
So is Masraoui coming at right
Equally, Pulisic scored today. Apparently made a few mistakes first half, but overall did well. Masraoui is now on, by the way, who would have easily started for Dortmund, but is instead warming the bench at Bayern. But he has now got some minutes. So Pavard obviously slots in at centre back.
Musiala flicks it over his head.
Schlotterbeck deals with it. Chan gets it going. Obviously, Schlotterbeck rejected Bayern to join Dortmund.
Why?
That makes sense. Starting berth again.
He wouldn't have started, would he?
No, they're not going to play a 3 just for him. Even if they did play a 3, it'd be De Ligt, Upamecano and...
Why don't Dortmund play a
Pavard.
3? They haven't got any good full-backs.
And you'd be able to push Guerrero on.
Yeah.
And Wolf is a good right wing back, relatively.
And then you bring
or you go and pick up...
They've got a lot of good centre-halves.
Trying to think of right wing backs now.
Just
is
Mailer?
Mailer?
3-5-2.
Is fucking Mailer available?
Defend, because it's just been horrific. Ball in, header away by Schlotterbeck. Falls to
Sane. He's took it past about 9. He's just running rings around him. Musiala
save him. Well, no, just hit him.
I was going to say, Myers just ran at it and it's hit him in the face. I see Napoli or Bayern win the UCL. City will dominate again, but choke in the semi. Everyone seems to back Napoli this year. I really enjoy watching them play, but they won't go far.
I think everyone's getting overhyped for the fact they beat Liverpool 4-1.
Yeah, but Liverpool.
And it won't be Bayern. I think it will be... Chelsea won't be there because I think Potter will focus on the Premier League.
Why not?
Depends where they are. If we get into close to the end of the Champions League and Chelsea are...
if we'd lost on Wednesday night, I completely agree with you. Been off the UCL, we'll win the Europa League, we'll go for the
or just do both
Prem.
And then piss off the Carabao Cup.
But we've got a big enough squad and we can improve in January.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we can't compete on all fronts. We're a club that should be able to compete on all fronts.
I'd much rather go for Champions League and Prem than do what we did last year.
I want a piece of silverware. We didn't pick up anything last year.
Yeah.
Take anything.
We were in 2 finals, a quarter final. Yeah.
We did win the Club World Cup and Super Cup, so they count. They're silver. Well, we haven't won the Club World Cup before that point, so made sure Chelsea won every trophy there is. Sane, Masraoui. 25 minutes left. It's been a bit of a disappointing stream, bit of a disappointing game. Sorry we couldn't provide you with mental commentary. There's not much to talk about.
And while you take 6 minutes to go, it very much looks like it's going to be Bayern win.
We'll be back with hopefully an absolute banger tomorrow.
And Alex Meyer.
And of course UCL action in the week. I know you lot love Chelsea, but let's be honest here, lads. Maybe a semi-final, not a final though. I'm not saying final. I just think they'll definitely be there and thereabouts.
Yeah.
I think if you look at it, Chelsea, English teams, realistically could take all 4 spots, and Chelsea would beat Tottenham and Liverpool over 1 game right now.
Yeah.
They should beat them over the season as well.
And even City.
City's a tight one for me. I think we'll lose in the Carabao Cup.
Overthought it, didn't he? In the Champions League final 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. That's 2 years ago now.
Oh, not yet.
Oh yeah.
It's about a year and a few months.
That's
but
what it feels.
Yeah.
It's about a year and 3 months. That's what it feels. So.
Oh, not 3. We're now in October. It was May, so 5 months.
June, July,
So we're almost approaching a year and a half. But Bellingham does well to get past a few. He should have won a penalty there. I'm surprised it's not been given, but sure.
They are.
Yeah, I saw the XG there. Access 0.5 for Dortmund, 1.1 for Bayern.
Yeah, it was very equal first half. Second half in all Bayern.
Yeah. It's a shame. I just really hope I'm going to keep an eye on the Bundesliga, hoping that Union Berlin win tomorrow and Freiburg. Or at least one of the 2.
Yeah. And then
Two dispatched into the back of Mane. Chan's holding the ball.
Dortmund crowd unhappy.
Bayern trying to take a quick free kick, but
all a bit of a lost cause for Bayern Munich now. Full time right, AC Milan 2, Juventus 0.
And nothing happened in the Premier League game, so quite disappointing 5:30 kickoffs.
Yeah, going
Well, all the games around this time.
But guess what? Tomorrow night, we've got a 7 o'clock kick-off. Because BT have moved their game.
I don't mind it, to be fair. I don't like the 12:30 kickoff. Why don't they just move it there permanently?
Yeah.
But
Gives Smarting Water weekend. No one needs a 12:30. Nobody wants a 12:30.
no. It means that people who watch football, people who play football, can still watch the big game that they put on there, or whatever shit they've chosen to put on early. Yeah.
There's a Bayern corner in front of that, in the appropriate way support.
46 fantasy team points. I need something from Trossard, man, I'll be honest.
I don't look at mine. Might have gone out with Kane. Getting a Golazo. Ball's going to be put in by Kimmich. And it's bouncing around the area a bit. Falls to Sane.
Brighton game's a bit of a dull one by all accounts. And Kane scored as well, which just gives... That's the only people... the only player people really have in their fantasy team from those clubs.
I mean, as it stands, Perisic has not been subbed on, so I'm guaranteed one.
Oh, and Son's on 6. I presume he got the assist then, didn't he?
I'm guaranteed one. I'm guaranteed 0 points so far. I'm on 31 with Billing to be subbed in on 7s. I'll be finishing up 38 tonight, plus bonus points.
I've on 46 plus bonus points, and then Zaha, Sancho, and Martinelli to play tomorrow.
I've then got Anthony, Michaelenko.
Don't want to bring it forwards though. Brandt, trying to get away from Sane, has done well. He's held the ball and then he's tried to rush the pass.
I've got Ashley Young and Ray Ramsey on the Monday night as well.
So
Sane's
no points
better than
there.
Mane. What, all time or right now?
I was going to say, in terms of form, yeah, but all time.
Overall, no, not a chance.
Waffle merchant, mate.
Roy James has always been finished.
No, to be finished, you have to have done something, mate.
Yeah,
I find him interesting to watch. He has some, like...
The fact
I agree, the Haaland thing is just waffle.
If he gets 15 goals, he'll do well, and he's already got 15 goals.
With 29 games left or something.
Oh, this is just a piss around for Bayern now.
Yeah.
This is playground football.
I think they'll get another goal.
Maybe 2.
Maybe my prediction will come true. And the thing is, at 2-0,
Maybe.
Dortmund should be able to bring this back.
If Dortmund score
That's
now,
the thing.
and here they can't. No,
We're
they
talking
don't.
like Bayern, no, it's over. It's 2-0. Not 4, not 5, it's 2. Dortmund should be able to bring this back, but they won't. With 20 minutes left, they're just not going to. That's the biggest problem in the Bundesliga right now. The second best team is just a talent farm.
Mbappe. Well, that's an outrageous statement.
Probable.
Maybe Mbappe's not brilliant.
That is pure waffle. Both of you are absolutely chatting bullshit.
No. What I mean is, he's not.
I get people don't like Kylian Mbappe, but he's still a world-class talent.
But what I mean is, like, I think for me there is no debate between Haaland and Mbappe.
No, of course not.
I don't think he's on that generational level. I still think he's world class, but I don't think he's generational.
He's clearly very arrogant. I don't like Kylian Mbappe, but he's
What's Dortmund doing?
Generational talent.
Knocking
I just saw Anthony Modeste walk on and I gave up. I was like, I could say, Modeste's here, never fear. I was just like, no point.
Marlon off, Modeste on, yeah.
What a complete waste of a substitution.
Dortmund now 10 men now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might as well just take a Marlon off. I mean, Modeste is probably going to score a double now and shove it in our faces, but I'd like that.
He's not.
That'd be good though if that happened.
Yeah, but he's not. Because there's Anthony
All
Modeste.
over the top from Schlotterbeck.
He's not running.
That's not Modeste.
I was about to say, he doesn't run. Look at him just sauntering around the middle.
Moukoko wins it back. Bellingham can't quite get there ahead of Kimmich.
Bellingham needs to get out of here as quickly as he can.
Schlotterbeck, come to Chelsea. We'll play a 3 midfield.
Oh, this is horrific.
Bellingham, Gallagher, and ideally a defensive-minded player.
It's the simple passes that Dortmund aren't putting together now.
Chan's lost it.
Just
Kimmich
kind of force it. It's horrific. It's horrific.
Tries to slot in Mane, and then Koval goes. Sorry,
Alex Martin.
Alex Mbappe is good, but he would be better if he left PSG, says X said. I don't know.
He won't though.
No.
He owns that club now.
Well, the problem is in PSG have paid him too much that no one else can compete with that. It's a shame. I'd like to see him at Liverpool.
He can stat pad in the
Interesting
French
dynamic.
league.
I don't like Liverpool, but it would have been interesting.
5-10 French leagues. Sit there on however many millions, hundreds of grand a week.
Yeah. The problem is he's done it all. Like, other than the Champions League, he's won everything. He's won a World Cup.
Win that Champions League PSG.
He could, Adiemi burst down the right. It's a good challenge from Stanisic, and he's won a corner.
Chance for Dortmund, maybe. 19 minutes to go. They score here, they've got time.
No, it's not that I don't like him. I'm saying if Gakpo would do it like at PSV, he has 12 goals and 10 assists in 15 games. That's literally mad. Yes, it's incredible statistics, but I don't think the Eredivisie is a very good quality league. The other clubs other than Ajax, PSV are very evenly matched, but Ajax and PSV are just so clear that it just makes it a little pointless. Yeah, you still see the little teams beat the big teams, but you can still see someone like a Bournemouth pick up a win against City if they're lucky.
10 assists in the Eredivisie is probably 3 goals and 1 assist in the Premier League.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Look at Dusan Tadic. Brilliant in Eredivisie, but really struggles to adapt to the Premier League. But then you look at someone like I'm trying to think of a good example now.
Depends on who those 15 games are. So, especially in the Premier League.
Seb Allaire struggled in the Prem, went to Eredivisie, smashed it. I'm trying to think of an example of a player who came from the Eredivisie and has done well in the Premier League. Because I really cannot think of one. I look at Ziyech. Look at Hakim Ziyech, man. How much he struggled.
Mazraoui cuts it back to Guerrero.
I thought that was going in. But yeah, I just don't look at any Eredivisie player that's come to the Prem and go, wow, they've smashed it. Look, Donny van de Beek. Pretty much just wasted a few years. He's clearly got some talent, but hasn't worked out. Lissandro looks alright. He might be a bit short.
I think you have to go back quite far, actually.
Maybe a Robin van Persie,
Yeah,
Ruud van Nistelrooy-esque. Luis Suarez, actually. That is a good call, to be fair.
Robin.
Yeah, Iron Robin. I'm trying to think where he went, but he started Groningen and then went Chelsea.
Yeah,
so.
I'll tell you, he went Chelsea and then Bayern.
Yeah.
And he's been to Groningen like 5 times.
No, he went back after Bayern.
That's a great ball.
Modeste is in. Touch. He's stopped.
He's laid it off.
Mukoko! Oh, it's a very good finish. It is a very good finish. And with 17 minutes to go, Mukoko has got one back for Dortmund. It's Bayern Munich 2, Dortmund 1. Is there a chance? They are at home. 15 minutes to go. Can Dortmund pull off a sensational comeback?
Maybe.
I mean, it would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Got to use the momentum now. Anthony Modeste. What a run. The cutback. The layoff is superb. And Mukoko. I mean, it's not. The layoff is shit. Mukoko gets caught in his feet. He does so well. And with his left foot, is a brilliant finish. From an absolute, looks like a phenomenal wonder kid. Who looks like a phenomenal wonder kid. To call Dortmund shite is questionable. But now is there a chance for Borussia Dortmund to get back in this game?
Potentially so. Let's see.
I
don't think the fact that Dortmund Dortmund aren't shite, obviously,
Anthony
but
Modeste.
they're not what they used to be.
Is Anthony Modeste. The crowd are buzzing. They're all clapping along. They're jumping up and down. Dortmund are buzzing. Is there a chance? The yellow wall was suddenly sprung into action. And he's making the run down the line. Doesn't you notice that from Marius Wolf?
Koeman breaking. Bayern bringing it forwards.
It's all comes from Marius' Wolf. Okay, he's got back in now and he's
Wolf lets him run past him. Koeman tries to go wide. It's one by Guerrero has to go in for a big challenge on Goretzka. A few players going for big challenges on Goretzka.
There's no foul in there. The ball's pinballing around.
Sula puts it into Modeste. He kicks it away from Bellingham. Bellingham goes and recovers it. He gets fouled by Koeman. It's a very bad challenge. Ref pulls it back.
Pen for Brighton as well.
But they're through. Chaos. Dortmund are through.
No, because Bayern stopped.
Mate.
So yellow for Koeman.
I don't know why the ref pulled it back there.
Because Bayern had stopped.
They hadn't though.
Oh, the ref
pulled it back despite the fact Dortmund were going forward.
No, the ref had already blown the whistle.
No.
He had.
He hadn't though.
He was walking over to those two before Literally before they even got anywhere near the goal.
He wasn't.
They
They weren't near the goal, but they were going forwards, Dortmund. Even Bellingham agrees.
It's hard to judge.
Why that one was blown up? Dortmund were through.
That's the thing, they went through at the time we blew the whistle.
And they still had the ball. Play advantage.
I don't know.
Go back and book him in a moment.
Long ball doesn't find Bellingham. Still time
Stage
for
managed
Dortmund.
to stop Bellingham getting there.
Brighton penalty, I wonder who's going to score that. I really hope Perisic hasn't been brought on now then. Actually, no, I do.
Who takes him? Is it Trossard? No, it's Alexis
Can
McAllister, isn't it?
you see if Thingy's been on Perisic on the pitch?
I don't know. Does it show on here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it does. No.
He's missed
on
it.
the bench. Who is it? Who takes pens?
Who's missed it? And
Danny Welbeck
Son
missed a
got
shot.
Offside. Don't see anything about penalty. You having us on? I never saw a pen for Brighton. I think Perks is having us on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just not funny. 13 minutes to go. Dortmund still need a goal. They need to get another counter attack. They need to kind of just spring into action if they can. There's no pressure on the defence now because Anthony Modesti's up front.
He is a waffler indeed.
Long
Pavard.
ball. No one.
To Sane.
So easy for someone.
Things, at least Modesti's a target man. They can just aim the ball at him and he'll ping it off somewhere near someone. Coman.
No, this would kill. It's headed
out
out for a corner. It's a Bayern corner. Dortmund need to not be heading out for the corners. Need to get the ball at the other end of the pitch. But it is good from Guerrero.
They had it. He's missed it. Unfortunately.
I think you are waffling.
Short football, so.
I've also got notifications on for the game, so by this point...
No, they just said scored, right? They wouldn't say missed.
Yeah, I would say penalty. I'd give it...
Yeah, no, there's nothing about penalty.
Yeah, you are waffling. Gross doesn't even take penalties, mate. It's McAllister and then Welbeck and then Trossard. Gross doesn't take penalties.
I thought Gross did.
No. You are waffling.
Yeah, not on the Premier website, not on football, mate. Perks, shush.
Kimmich to the corner. Headed away. No one's off.
Asraoui goes to Stanisic. Across to Sane. Kimmich. Sane. 12 minutes left in this one.
Goes back all the way back to Neuer.
Don't really see anything changing.
Son off Perisic on. Okay, Perisic on the pitch now then, is he? Well, that's at least a point for me.
Neuer, under pressure, I mean, he's done fine.
Someone's got to tell Bellingham man on there.
Bellingham against
He wins the
Goretzka,
second
he wins it. Kimmich goes back though, and Modeste can run after that one.
Bayern had to keep knocking it back to Neuer.
Masraoui, under pressure from Brandt, but he can run inside.
Fast.
It's because he's having to do double running now. But this man, Anthony Modeste, puts the pressure on. Slowly.
But Exeter didn't ruin it. We'd already checked ourselves. Ball out wide.
Kimmich, Coman tries to spin Guerrero.
Guerrero out right back. Wolf at left back.
Or just lost.
Wolf has gone to left back. Neuer. They've got to put the pressure on. They've got to
Goes
force
to
an error
Masraoui.
here.
Mukoko gives chase. There's still
Dortmund
10
found
minutes
it
to
like a
go.
side that needed
There's still
equalising
10 minutes to go
goal.
though. They can't go flying out the blocks
Yeah.
just yet.
And the Modeste will get tired if they do. And there they go. They can force. That's what I just jog towards him, force the long ball, and hope someone challenges for it.
Goretzka.
Bellingham can't quite get there.
Yeah, I was going to say I had to do a full
How do you mean it's
turn.
knackered? He hasn't been on the pitch that long.
Guerrero.
Oh, why is he trying to talk to himself and cut inside there?
Brandt gives chase. Neuer to Sane. Bayern just so good on with the ball. Yeah.
10 minutes still. Clock is ticking down.
Sula.
Sealand's a header. Down to Guerrero. He's done well there.
Sula drives it forward.
Now he needs to find a pass though. That's what Dortmund
It's out of play.
Find passes.
Now they've got a throw. Brandt to Adeyemi.
Sabs.
Ah.
That's lucky actually because it can't run turns into a hole. Choupo-Moting.
Okay.
Choupo-Moting.
Athletic Club equalised versus Sevilla.
Who's that off? Mane?
Yeah,
Mane coming off for Choupo-Moting. That man has been everywhere in his career. From rainy nights in Stoke to money bags in Paris to the Klassikers in Dortmund, in Bayern Munich.
Yeah. Deutschland.
In Deutschland. Ball in. Brand. Wins a throw. Dortmund got to keep working it. They've got 9 minutes plus additional time.
Wolf.
See if we can get a penalty or something.
Throws it to Sula. Sula now. To Chan.
Go back to the lead.
Schlotterbeck. Guerrero now back to this left. Schlotterbeck under pressure from Choupo-Moting. Goes back to Maya. Maya now. Sula. Chan's almost slotted into a 3, I think. That's a brilliant turn from Adeyemi. Adeyemi bursting forward. He wants options in the middle. He finds Modeste! Oh my god!
He's absolutely
How? What has he just done?
Days.
What has he just done?
How has he missed that? And
He's stuck in the net.
How has Anthony Modeste missed that?
Genuinely, what did I just watch? What did I just watch? Adeyemi does so well. He turns his man. He puts the ball in. And Modeste...
Oh my god.
Fuck me, honestly.
What a miss. What a chance.
What an easy goal.
Anyone finishes that. Anyone else on this football pitch finishes that. Even Choupo-Moting. Wow.
He might stuff it on the line.
Anthony... I can't say his name now. Anthony Modeste.
With
Borussia Dortmund's chance. Probably one of their biggest chances they're going to get.
They're going to come forward again though. Adeyemi driving forward. He does get fouled, but I mean, he continued on running. Now he's lost the ball. Musiala bringing it forward. Goes to Choupo-Moting. He kind of just runs.
And then sort of laid down before in front of him. So he turned around and went backwards.
He just didn't really know what to do there. So just now just keep.
And here comes Dortmund. They want it back. Marius Wolf
Going forward.
is running. And he's not stopped running, and they just kick the ball. Dortmund's shite players are costing them.
Yeah.
It's shocking. That is shocking from Wolf, and what a miss from Modeste.
Because Adeyemi, Moukoko, Bellingham.
Anyone.
No, I'm just saying they've been quality today.
Yeah. Wow.
Schlotterbeck and Sula when he dropped into centre half rather than being right back. When he's at right back, he was also bad. Sane kicks it out of play.
Erling Haaland to Modeste.
But it's unfortunate because when you spend 30 mil on a striker and then they instantly get, a serious illness. Obviously, it's not like fuming at Ale. It's not no one's fault, but it is incredibly frustrating for Dortmund. They had to bring in Modeste because they needed a striker apparently, but is there no one better for it? They could have got Diego Costa.
He finishes that.
They could have loaned Dane Scarlett for all I care.
Okay, no, I think I'd run Modeste.
He puts that away.
No, I wouldn't. Liam Delap. Came and cuts in, has a go, good block. They thought we got to be careful because if not...
Masraoui, Trevella's it off.
Careful.
Maya just throws the ball. What did I just watch?
Bayern is 3-1.
What did Maya just do?
Dortmund need to kick up the arse.
Why did he get a ball and then decide to throw it back to go and run after the ball that was nowhere near?
He should have 2 balls on the pitch at the same time. So he could have got something else to do.
Yeah.
I can't recover quicker than it.
Maya.
Yeah, he's not like Magic Man.
Sula.
Good ball. Guerrero. Now Borussia Dortmund have got to use this. They're coming forward.
Brandt.
And then they've stopped coming forward. And
Switches the play.
What is that?
It's a poor ball, but Wolves got back to it to keep it on at least. Goes back
5 minutes to go.
to Maya between the sticks.
Dortmund have
It should be
5
2-2. It really should.
to make this title race interesting.
Bellingham. Modeste might win Bayern the league,
Genuinely.
Bellingham. Chan. Schlotterbeck.
And LeBron James is solid, but Zayn.
Anyone. Taiwo Awoniyi they could have got for cheap. Relatively. Obviously that was a lot later. Well, I'm trying to think end of the window what they could have done, but they could have got a loan for an older striker. Guerrero of Meccano cuts it out. Kicks it well far. Brandt wins it back. He goes out wide to Sula. Sula goes wider. Here is Marius Wolf. Bellingham's down, but it's all right. It falls to Guerrero. He's so short. He volleys it.
Why is he volleyed it?
Across everything.
Why is he?
I'm so confused.
It's over a shit shot.
This
is the Modeste chance. What a turn from Adeyemi. Great burst of pace. Crosses it in.
It's a beautiful ball. And Modeste
He just got a side
rolls it.
He's just got a side for it in. He rolls it against the ground. And then he gets caught in the net. And
it's stuck in the net.
Oh, a cut back to a chance. Is that a foul? Ref says no, obviously, because he's been paid.
Brandt and Guerrero try and win it back, but kind of plays out of it. Musiala, he hasn't. He's fouled himself.
Yeah,
he's got stuck in the grass. For Meccano.
Oh, Bellingham couldn't quite get there.
No, it's Chan, I think, with a big challenge.
Wolf's won it back.
Wolf.
And he's lost on. Oh my god, what is he doing?
He just ran at Sane.
And then just booted off when Sane came near him.
Yeah.
3 minutes to go, I don't see a goal.
I don't.
Modeste has bottled this.
And then this would put Dortmund to 5th and Bayern to top.
And Modeste could have made it Bayern 3rd. Dortmund 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, no, Dortmund would have been 3rd. Bayern would have dropped to 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, a point. Yeah, no, it would have been 3rd and 5th still.
Oh my god, Alex Myers.
He kicked it into Choupo-Moting and then he wanted to take a throw. Jesus Christ. This man, honestly.
Marius Wolf.
A mixture of misfortune and poor recruitment. I mean, that's brilliant from Bellingham.
I think he actually got a touch on it.
He did get a slight knock, and then Brandt kicks it off. No, I think it's a Dortmund throw.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Why was Adeyemi run over to it?
Brandt's just ran it over.
There's a change of personnel. I believe it's Torgan Hazard. It is indeed.
That's not who. Modeste. No way he's bringing off. Who? Brandt?
That'll be my guess.
He's not bringing off. He's bringing off
Mukoko.
Wow.
Well, that doesn't make any sense to anyone.
Terzic has just thrown a game. Their one chance of getting a goal is gone. Because Modeste isn't going to score. Hazard isn't going to score.
Bellingham is their chance.
Adeyemi might. Yeah, Brandt probably could if he got a chance.
Probably could.
Why is he just kicking it in? Why did Dortmund insist on kicking it at people?
To Guerrero. Can they link up on this left-hand side? Back to Hazard. He's giving it to Mazraoui and then try to foul him. Sane, Musiala.
Dortmund are going to need
to Goretzka, to Kimmich,
Dortmund are going to need a good 4 minutes at a time, I'd say.
They could get that potentially. It'll probably be half a second. Coman. Myers. Yeah, done well to catch that one. And now he's kicking it long. He's fallen over in the process, but it's got to Adeyemi. That makes a change. Who's shrugged off Coman. Coman tries to foul him again. He is fouled by Goretzka.
Yeah, going to pull it back.
Coman's getting booked, I imagine. Coman is getting
He's off. Coman's off.
Yeah?
Kingsley
Coman picks up a second yellow and he's been sent off.
Wow, this has got interesting.
What was he doing?
Has this got interesting?
He's on a yellow and he's done that. What is he trying? Adeyemi sits him down and he gets very angry at that and decides to foul him.
Goretzka, I think Goretzka actually does him dirty there. Because Adeyemi keeps going and that doesn't get put up for a foul.
Kingsley Coman is off for a second yellow card.
Coman's
stunned.
off.
I'm so stunned, I almost fell off the table.
We have 4 minutes of added time. Is there a chance? Oh, shit, I have to move this over. Is there a chance for Dortmund?
Heads it. Sane trying to break.
How?
Fouled and kicks in the... Adeyemi fouls him and then gets kicked in the face by Leroy Sane.
They're down to 10 men, Dortmund. What are you doing? What's going on?
VAR surely has to have a look at this. Sane gets fouled and then lashes out.
Put him down a 9. Do you mean to lash out, or was it just the momentum of him being knocked over?
Sane should be off here. Sorry, there's no way you look at that challenge impartially and go, that's not a red.
I don't think he did. I think
Adeyemi, fouled him, and then Sane got...
I think they're both getting yellow.
Sane kicks him in the face.
I don't think Sane means to.
Well, I think he does. He extends his leg.
Yellow for the grab, and you a yellow for
lashing out at him.
I think.
He does though.
Let's have a look. So Adeyemi's done for the pull.
He's kicked him. It's not in the face, to be fair, but he has kicked him.
No, Adeyemi's been mean at that.
Yes, of course he's made it. Yeah, no, on reflection, he's not kicked him in the face, but he has lashed. Okay. Choupo-Moting is in.
Bayern down with 10 men. Dortmund look like they're the ones down with 10 men. They've got 2 minutes to go.
Chan.
And it's Emre Chan.
Against Musiala.
What's he trying to do? He's done
Just
that.
get it up there.
Good. Got to go wide
Adeyemi
now.
to Brandt.
What?
Brandt's done well. Here's Torgan. Can
Why is he
Dortmund
so
break? They're also slow compared to the Bayern players. Tries to get a ball in there. Adeyemi against Upamecano.
It's corner.
It's a corner.
Bayern. The yellow wall sound their appreciation with 2 minutes to go. Is there a chance? Is there a chance for Dortmund? They believe. They
2 minutes. Can they do it? The yellow wall right in front of him. Maya's there.
Maya's gone up. The ball is in. It's towards. It's headed. It's flicked on. It's found around. Falls to
No.
It's not.
Maya needs to get back and fast and very quick.
No. They've got to turn this around. Guerrero's got to turn this around and go.
Give it to Maya, look. He's created an option.
No. Let him get back.
Maya's playing centre half.
Isn't it? Go back. They've got a minute.
It's with Maya, the left centre back now. Schlotterbeck. Dortmund throwing everything at this.
Stop it. If it's a long
Ball in.
Towards Brandt, the back post. Second ball. It's another corner to
It's
Dortmund.
another corner. Dortmund now.
yellow
A minute
wall
on the
cheering
clock.
on.
Still to go.
Here we go.
Maya back in there.
He's come back up. What are you doing? No, send him back. He's probably going to punch the ball. Ball in.
Oh, I thought that was going to Maya,
by
but
the way.
Goretzka ended my dreams.
Can they recycle it? It's 40 seconds on the clock. Dortmund throw. They've got to take it quickly. They do.
Adeyemi.
Why is the goal scorer out here? Long ball in. Oh, they've left it for each
God,
other.
Sula. Mazraoui kicks it back. It's Guerrero who lets it go for a throw.
30 seconds on the clock. Maya has stayed up.
Bellingham. Can he get the ball in there? He goes one way, goes the other, puts it in there.
Neuer punches. There's someone's hand in front of the
Torgan.
camera.
Schlotterbeck.
He's hacked
It's
away.
hacked
10
away.
seconds.
Adeyemi.
He's got to reload it quicker. He's got to reload it quicker than this. He does. No, it's going to...
Schlotterbeck.
Can he keep it in? He's
Yes. This is
It's
so
in.
dramatic.
Ball in.
Ball in. Madrid. Oh, they've done it. Oh my God. Borussia Dortmund have levelled in the last minute. Oh my God. Limbs at the Signal Iduna Park.
Sends the signal and invites the Raptors.
Anthony Modeste,
Of
he
course it was.
missed the easiest chance of the match. And in the dying embers, he heads it home at the back post.
I think it was alright. Alex Meyer.
Bellingham puts it in there. Neuer smacks it clear.
Kick of the game.
Hazard, Schlotter, it's cleared then by Goretzka. Adeyemi picks it up. He puts it back in there. Burst past on, he puts it back in there. Schlotterbeck does superbly keep it on.
The ball is
It's a lovely way past the back post. Modeste. Oh, wow.
Fucking Modeste.
Wow. What a moment.
The 10-minute Bayern just couldn't hold on. And with the last kick of the game, it's that man there, Anthony bloody Modeste.
Oh my God, what a...
And Oliver Kahn is absolutely furious.
I'd have saved that one, mate. Easy.
Edin Terzic walks onto the pitch a few yards and listen, and the Dortmund crowd go mental. That is the last kick of the game. Anthony Modeste in the 95th minute, and it finishes Dortmund 2, Bayern 2.
I think
Wow.
I think it's time.
Wow. I mean, Dortmund was shit.
Party time, everybody. Well done, Dortmund. Things we love to see.
What a comeback. What
I can't believe what I just watched.
Bellingham's knackered. You can't celebrate. Wow.
I thought it was over. I really thought it was over. What a game we've just witnessed.
Modeste in the 74th. Sorry, no. Makoko in the 74th. Anthony Modeste in the 94th.
So many.
95th.
He was so
Look at that man. Look at that man.
He was
Look
so
at the Makoko Modeste link
He
up.
scored. We clowned on him all stream.
He got a golden assist. He came on. We thought, I've given up with this on it. He comes on, gets a golden assist.
And Bayern don't sit top of the Bundesliga. And Union Berlin and Freiburg could go 4 points ahead of them if they win. The Dortmund fans are going to be partying long into the night. What a win.
This will feel like a win for Dortmund.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a win, is it? It's a draw. But what a game.
I think it was just Alex Meyer.
What a game.
In the box.
It's scary. You never know what's going to happen.
I think him just being there. And Modeste brings his 2 children onto the pitch.
I really thought the only way that could have been better is if Alex Meyer had scored.
If Modeste scored the first one rather than Makoko, and then Alex Meyer just
God.
Dortmund fans
I can't believe it.
Wow.
What a game of football, everyone. Spurs are 1-1 so that's put a dampener on things. Thank you, Xed.
Had a ruin the road. But
what a game.
I mean, Kingsley Coman, don't know what he was thinking. Would that matter? Was that an extra body they couldn't mark?
Well, I mean, there's no pressure on
Schotterbeck.
Not Schotterbeck.
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi.
Then he put the ball in
Sarni
his
got him, but...
And then no one marking... look at this man! Oh no.
They've not shown the replay. They're going to show the league table. Dortmund climb back into 4th. Bayern
17, 16.
stuck in 3rd.
Wow.
If
So-
Freiburg and Berlin win tomorrow...
Dortmund are 4 points off both of them. So, Munich are 4 points off both of them, so Dortmund.
And Cologne can catch up, can go 4th if they win their game tomorrow against Borussia Mönchengladbach.
They don't want to
That's
jump
what I think.
Dortmund.
No, but I'm just saying, that'll be pretty big. If Cologne climb to 4th. I mean,
What
an
a
insane
night.
league.
What a game. As we said, tomorrow it's Gladbach versus Cologne. That could put Cologne in the top 4.
Hertha
Berlin
versus Freiburg, Stuttgart versus Union Berlin. We'll be keeping tabs on all those games. Well, the Hertha Berlin, again, we'll keep tabs on that while we're live covering Arsenal and Liverpool. And then I'll certainly be watching Stuttgart Berlin after Stuttgart versus Union. I reckon we'll probably stick that on after stream just before we watch Everton Man United, mate.
What a game.
What a night of football we've got tomorrow then.
What a league.
Yeah.
What a league. What a league season this is turning out to be.
Yeah. Is the Bundesliga the most interesting league in the world right now? That's the
I
question.
mean, you don't see that in the Premier League.
No, you don't.
You don't. I'm telling you now, Arsenal Liverpool, it won't be 2-1, and then the Divock Origi comes back from Milan, and that has happened before, quarantine. That's a bit different.
I mean, I don't think this question's got any... I think it's only got one answer. But who is your player of the match?
Anthony Modeste.
Mine's Alex Meyer. We're keeping it interesting. No.
Wow.
Modeste, great shout. Mukoko, great shout. I'm going to go Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, he's good.
Clearly a clap off the rest.
I mean, X said it right there. What a dull first half.
Yeah.
But what an action-packed second half.
Not even that. What an incredible last 5 minutes that was.
As soon as Makoko got... That's what I'm saying, though. One goal against the run of play, and suddenly the game flipped on its
against the
head.
run of play. I don't think Bayern had passages where they were very good, but
and then Kingsley
they
Coman
weren't that
getting
stunning.
sent off was very, very silly. And then bloody Anthony Modeste in the 95th minute
wow.
heads
We're
home.
watching him again in a few weeks when we cover Man City Dortmund.
Anthony Modeste, more Modeste, Anthony Modeste.
Na 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 na. Anthony Modeste, Anthony Modeste. Sadio Mane blanks again, but Anthony Modeste doesn't, ladies and gentlemen. What does that tell you? Maybe if Liverpool had signed signed Modeste,
Mane did well in the Prem,
this year.
but he's going to blank again when Anthony Modeste makes it 10.
Imagine getting schooled by Anthony Modeste.
Genuinely outscored by Anthony Modeste. Wow. I think that's good. Like, I am. Wow. I need to get my breath back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get outro now. Or...
Yeah. This shirt is incredibly tight. Gotta be small.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. Apparently, though, it was a brilliant game, the Tottenham-Brighton one. Really
That's good.
fascinating game between two very close teams.
Well, I think our game is better because guess what Tottenham have? Well, guess what Dortmund have that Tottenham don't have? Anthony Modeste.
They're going to win the Champions League after Anthony Modeste got a hat-trick in the final. Right, that's what we're going to call it today, though, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, mainly XZ and Perks, so I don't think it's here anymore. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we see loads of you in chat tomorrow.
It's the worst game because Anthony Modeste can't play. Died.
Well, he could. Can he get a transfer in?
Emergency loan.
If he terminates his contract at Dortmund and then gets a contract signed at Liverpool, he can't register those, the issue. But yeah, that's what we're going to call it today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.